We're in it. We're in it to win it. Welcome to the program, Barn Burner, on the 20-something of 22. Jeez. 22 of the February rendition. Good to see you, everybody. It's Boomer, it's Pinder, it's Warner.
Rhett, Dean. Duh.
It is
It's duh.
Isn't that what what's his name? The ESPN guy.
Chris Berman. That's
Chris
the
Berman.
duh.
Yeah, the duh.
You want the
Duh.
The extra strength Tylenol, is that what it was? Essentially, the painkillers?
The 222s.
222s.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I followed up that
you
story.
You can get them over the counter in Canada. The
Duh.
I took so many one day, I didn't even know I'd played a game.
Please do consult your physician before seeking Rhett's pharmaceutical advice.
I was thinking about that yesterday when I cracked
giving
my ribs.
Advice.
When I fell and had the bad ribs and I couldn't sleep. I had to sleep sitting up and I had the pills. Listen, I'm not saying this is not what you do.
It's not funny, but
it's not funny at all.
Not funny, man.
But man, they work.
They tend to work. I've told that story. I had
you notice when they wear off, eh?
Yeah, I had the surgery on my shoulder, and I went in the next day, and I said to Morris Boyer was a trainer. I'm like, I could play. Put me like I feel effing great, man. Like I'm
Rhett, you're high.
He's like, you may want to pull back. You may want to.
You're high as hell.
I'm like, oh. So I went home and threw him away.
Just getting some clarity here.
Oh.
Duh.
No, I wish.
Good. Like on something you ordered, some food you ordered, some.
No, it's a controversy. But
work related.
I bet you it's Rhett because he had the Lethbridge event. Now provincials, maybe they're going to hit you with that 2 days ahead of time. They're going to be in Lloyd in 8 minutes. You're playing in 8 minutes.
No, there's some vague. We don't know if you're in or you're out or so they'll give us about 8 hours notice. No, tonight it's I'm sporting the colors. It's the start of the best of three between the Mount Royal Cougars and the UFC Dinos.
We love
it's playoff time. And
best of three, all at Father David Bauer, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Well, that's what I was asking. I was like, so hang on a second. You Royals, you were second in the standings.
Cougs.
And the Dinos were 5th or 6th. So how come what the H?
What is the H?
What's this here? UFC is a higher seed by 1 point in the regular season. They got second. We got third. And you can't do a home away home kind of thing.
You could,
even though they're in the same city, because what if it was something else? What if it was Edmonton versus whatever? You couldn't do it then.
Yeah.
So rather than, again, like a lot of things, rather than take something under advisement and use some common sense and hey, why wouldn't it be great for this is the way it is. It's the way it's going to be.
We have rules and the rules are not meant to be broken. And if you don't follow the rules, you can't play.
What's the thing about common sense?
Okay, this one to follow up, Dean. Like you had to go to Lethbridge for your playoffs.
Correct.
My youngest this weekend gets to go to Rochester for a 7:30 Saturday night game against another local
Buffalo team.
Gotcha. Yeah,
that's the two Calgary teams in Lethbridge. Same shit.
Yeah, we drove to Lethbridge, played 2 games, and both were against Calgary teams that we play all the time.
Jesus.
There again, should we have a discussion? Maybe there's a better way. There are rinks in the city of Calgary. There might be an open ice slot somewhere. No. Because then, madness.
Yeah, then that might be something there.
It's a Lethbridge hotel lobby. It's got their tentacles into government, eh?
They do.
That's right.
They do.
Conspiracy.
They're twined.
Stop the hammering.
Yes. Yes.
I want a little more. Is there more or is that it?
God damn it.
I'll take one more.
It just fucking sucks.
Yeah. That's
Stop.
how that goes.
The hammering.
I'll go up there. Is it up there or down there? I'll go stop that. Dude was having a bad day. Dude was having a bad day.
That was one of my favorite. I still think we have to do a Clips March Madness bracket.
Yes.
Yeah, I could
We
do.
gotta get
And
the
it doesn't have to be a
boomer
big one. We could start with 32, but I know we could easily do 128, 64 if we had everything, but it just, we'll build it year over year. We could do some voting in the YouTubes, whatever needs to be done. We'll do a little clip madness, March Madness.
Mhm.
July. We can do 2. We'll do a March one, and then in July we'll do a full week of clips madness. So where every day we can have a breakdown.
I feel like
Oh my god.
has kind of that feels like the top. Certainly
That's a top seed, yeah.
over the last few years, 5-6 years, that's got to be a top seed. But
And I mean, certainly if you want to talk about quantity of use, right near the top. Quality of clip, very good. But again, stop the hammering. I mean, that's going to buckle people at the knees. The shovel doesn't do that anymore.
yeah,
There's some that Boom you created. I don't know if we'd be allowed to use it, but I remember a rant that it was a hot
they-
mic moment where it was some beautiful stuff.
I believe that was labeled Boomer Tantrum or Boomer Prima Donna. It was one of the two.
Yeah.
I think it was Boomer Tantrum.
yeah, either would have worked. Yeah, either would have worked for sure. I'm not sure. I know RJ has grabbed some of those over the years. But yeah,
Oh, that was my favorite. It was so good.
So good.
Oh,
it was yeah.
You know another one I really liked? It wasn't
Hmm?
even but it was a little bit. It was Patrick Waugh, the Boomer Patrick Waugh.
yeah.
I really
Zootalook.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was Zutalora Tabernacle. What was he upset about? Well, that's when he was coaching the Avs and he was
That's
flipping
right.
out every other night,
Yes.
climbing
Yeah.
the glass.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. How's he doing with the Islanders? Is he flipped out? Have we seen
They had
anything?
a Heartbreak Hotel against the Rangers in that outdoor game. 79,000 plus. Watch them blow a late lead, and they need points bad. They're trying so hard to sneak in.
Then they beat Pittsburgh 2 nights ago. Saw
And
that.
that's, yeah.
You talk about Heartbreak Hotel in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's
God
been
almighty.
rough. Oof.
Good God almighty.
Well, we'll see them next weekend. Islanders are currently 4 points out. Detroit holds the final wild card. How about that? And Devils are in there too. I kind of would put my money behind the Devils.
Detroit. Well, especially when they get Markstrom.
Well, geez, I mean, put in your Cup futures money if when they get
Detroit's
Markstrom.
getting Markstrom.
Oh no,
Oh,
Devils.
that's jerseys. The Jersey Devils.
Why wouldn't Detroit want Markstrom?
Yeah. I mean, a huge market rep. But
Who
I mean,
wouldn't?
Stevie Y knows what a goaltender.
He knows what goaltending is. He played
Classy.
with
He was there for a couple of years.
Chris Osgood.
Ozzy Vernon,
Greg Stefan, I believe was his name. It's a game day for the Calgary Flames. Get your helmets on. It's the Boston Bruins. The Bruins. Now, Bruin's a bear.
Bruins a bear.
Is it brown bear, black bear? Do we know what a Bruin
I
is?
believe a black bear.
Black bear.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, meth bear
Um,
too, because they have the third jersey. They got a meth bear.
Right.
Oh my
Get your
God.
shoulder pads on. Yep, shoulders on.
You need shoulder pads too. That's not. You need more than just a helmet.
Yeah.
We screenshot this. This is good stuff here.
Are you almost at the point where you just need to wear those when you go out with your shoulders? The
I was
arthritis kind of setting in.
I was
Yeah.
speaking with the big human on the way down here today, and the big human and I have decided that we've hit some sad points in life now where there's surgeries and there's aches, and any amount of time spent sitting still, though much needed, almost creates as many issues as it does resolve issues, right? Like if I'm up walking around too much, the knees, the hips, the feet, it all starts to hurt. Oh, I got to sit down. But what happens when I got to get back up again becomes a real issue.
What do they call that? Inertia? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Similar.
Something like that. It's everything you do
Got some
is going to
physics
have
there.
some
Yeah.
opposite, probably negative effect.
Hey, fat boy, you need to get in shape. I know, but if I go to try to get in shape, it really hurts. And then I injure myself, and then I'm crippled up for 10 days. And then I get depressed and I eat pizzas and cheesecakes.
Yeah.
Which
And then I
makes
get
it worse.
fatter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're carrying more weight around. Then the gout flares up, and
My heart's in the right place. Speaking of my heart, things are not good. Yeah.
really,
Oh, no, I'm just saying. No, getting old, it stinks. It sucks. It's no good.
motion is
Sorry.
lotion,
Here's-
boys. Got to keep moving.
We were talking before the show about how we've cornered the market and old 50-year-old white guy fathers
Grumpy dads.
We can really relate to all the youth of all the young hockey fans out there.
Aged.
Yeah.
If you were wondering what a grumpy dad would think about the Calgary Flames, fuck it, we got a podcast for you.
Come on in. Yeah, come on, download away, buddies. Download away. So we got a thing coming up on Saturday. We're going to Greta. Are we talking to somebody today? Is that did we get that?
I believe that is going to happen. Let's tighten that up.
All right. I kind of forgot about that this morning.
Yeah,
but we're going to tell you about Greta. $10 for tickets to come and hang at Greta on Saturday. Battle of Alberta. The game is being held in Edmonton, so we let's may as well get together, have some drinks, play some vids, and have a hell of a good time at Greta Bar YYC. Tickets available at nationgear.ca. $10. All the money going to charity. I know why buy tickets to go to Greta. That's what we're doing, though. Of course, it's $10. It should cost money to hang with us. We're so damn cool and funny and charming.
It's actually for charity, Dean. It's not for us.
But it's for charity. It's not for us.
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids. That's right. So that's coming up on Saturday. Tickets available, nationgear.ca. Get them done. Get in there. Doors open at 7, puck drop at 8. And I know there's some conversation being had about Afterburner and how that's going to take place.
Yeah, I mean, we'll bring Jack in here as the executive producer of all things Afterburner. Now, Jack, what were the pros and cons of the location for Afterburners that we discussed for Saturday after the game?
Pros: Greta's a great place, lots of fun.
Yeah,
it's a great place to do the post game. We've done many post games there.
Yeah,
2.
Okay.
Cons: it's a Saturday night.
Late
game
start.
Doesn't start till 8, and it's going to be an absolute shit show.
Stop the hammering.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of hammered. People getting quite hammered there. So I think 11 till midnight with the gear, and then you got to pack it up, and then they usually have to like shut down a few of the games. We probably just get out of their hair for the post game, and then not worry about Jack's pals vomiting on our gear. I don't know.
We've streamlined our operation since the last time we did that. A
little bit, yeah.
You know, you kind of think of how we're going. We're not taking a whole bunch of stuff. You can't. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't want you. Here's what it comes down to. I don't want you drinking less because you think you have to do the show.
Are you looking at me or are you talking to Jack?
I'm looking at you. I want full Pinder. I want everyone. Pinder. If you're going to be because I got to go back to the thing. I got to do that. We can make it happen, buddy. Some high kicking going.
Here's my opinion on it all because it matters. I think you should do your best version of Pinder and let Pinder be you. Kind of a vice versa type of thing.
Freaky
you go
Friday.
full Pinder go full Boomer. It'll be even Steven, and everyone will still have a hell of a time.
Yeah, so you guys just
I have a joke, but it would end poorly for both of us.
I'll jump in from my basement online.
It's all right. Yeah, no, that's good. Well, we'll discuss maybe an offer conversation. Jack, do you have any designs, any interest? I mean, do you have it in your heart, the cockles, to start being a host, to sharing your opinions and do you want to be a part of that? We've never really asked.
On the burner or the main show? What are you asking here?
Either or, getting on air.
General interview. Pinder, stay out of the way. Jack, please answer.
I think one day, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's no day like the present. Walk us through this Boston-Calgary matchup.
Oh, my God.
You tired, Dean? You want to go get a coffee? What the hell just happened here?
No, right back.
Because, I mean, if Jack's there anyway, right? Yeah. He's kind of lurking in the weeds. Jack's a hockey fan. Jack's a smart guy.
I'm with you, Dean. I got to be honest. Some days you lose it and you just want to go.
Yeah. Go to
bring it in the lefty.
Come on in. Hey, Jackie boy.
Hand him the ball.
Sometimes you just lay on the floor with your jar of mayonnaise and you let some other former player carry the weight.
Now, we can't put you on camera because that's part of the shtick, but that's being said, I think you'd be a great addition.
Thank you. Today, I don't know if I am prepared, though.
No.
On the way to the studio, I went on to Crowchild and I drove right past Marteloup all the way to Kensington.
So I need you to just pause for a moment there.
Wait.
That's not one exit. That's like 3, maybe 4.
Major arteries.
Marteloup, 17th. Then you'll hit Bow.
yeah.
Then you've also got Memorial. Then you get to Kensington. Mofo went 3 exits too far, crossed a river, and hit streetlights before he realized he went the wrong way.
So 2 things. You went too far. And the second thing, that is exactly what makes you prepared to be part of our show.
I was going to say, I think you have graduated.
That's exactly.
Hashtag CTE.
That is I don't give a shit about Marchand and how he's doing this year. That's the kind of stuff we need.
Welcome to the crew, buddy. Welcome. You're in.
Do you have any kids? Would you like to adopt one? We've got a few available.
Yeah.
No.
There you go. Well, Jack, I got you for today.
Jackie Bear.
I got you, buddy. It's the Bruins. Now, remember the Flames played the Bruins first game back after the All-Star break? It was like,
it's a weird one.
This road trip is going to be, it's going to be a murderer's row here for this Flames team. And they started it off against Boston, TD Garden, just over 2 weeks ago, 4-1 win. That was Kuzmenko scoring early, his first as a Flame.
Yeah.
Zary, Huberdeau, Hanifin also scoring. Outshot them. I think it was 29-21, 20-22. Markstrom was solid in net.
Very good.
And then they kind of continued to win in their streaky pattern of kind of winning 4, losing 4, win 3, lose 3, that sort of thing. That kicked off a nice little run for them. Now, Boston, they are on the road. That's how they're in Calgary tonight. This is a road game for the Bruins, Jack. Second in a back-to-back on the road for the Bruins. They were in Edmonton last night. They're going to play tonight. That's 2 games in 2 nights. Back-to-back. 6-5 overtime win last night. So they are, they're feeling good. It was a wild game. They led 4-1, lost it, came back, obviously needed to hang on and then get to overtime, but a beautiful goal in OT. Did we watch that overtime winner?
We got it in the Pinder Report.
Good.
It's a tasty little treat. We actually got a reverse angle that is even sexier because the way that it goes in, you don't get to see his last couple puck touches because Skinner's in the way of the camera.
Yeah. It's, sometimes when you're watching the NFL, I was just thinking like Julian Edelman.
Yeah.
Receiver. And then all of a sudden, gadget play, he's throwing for a touchdown. It's like, well, yeah, this guy played quarterback in college or whatever. I'm thinking Evander Kane was not a defenseman turned forward at any point during his career.
Not Brent Burns?
Not Brent Burns. No, not Dustin Byfuglien. I think he's strictly been focused on the offensive side of the game with how he played that overtime winner.
Our boy Rosie was a D-man turned forward.
Is that right?
Yes.
What a guy. You know what? I'm just getting into, and we'll get back to this in a moment. The Puckdoko, is that how we say it?
Yep.
We got an email, or I guess an internal message from one of our guys, like, "Hey, we're going to get you doing the Puckdoko. Are you interested?" And Ryan said, "Well, I do it, so yeah, let's go." And Rhett said, "I don't know what it is, so I don't know what I'll be doing." Now, I'm not much beyond where Rhett is.
They're fun.
I know what it is, and I kind of get it. But to that point, Jay Rosehill is a tremendous answer in a number of these.
Yeah. The more obscure the player, the better your score will be. And so a guy like Jay, if you'd only be able to do it on a certain number of but if you had Leafs Flyers,
but there was Phil Kessel teammate or something like this. You get, so what it is, it's like a grid retro. And say you have another one, you talk about the big human. He's very good as well.
Yeah.
So say you've got New York Islanders here, Minnesota Wild. So then you have to pick a player who has played for both teams, or under 500 games or 1,000 points. They have a whole bunch of different scenarios. And then where the grid meets, you have to pick a player that satisfies both of those criteria. And the lower the percentage, the
rarer the pick.
Stanley Cup winner, Boston Bruins, Bobby Orr, boom, big one. Or Patrice Bergeron, big, it's going to be big. It's good. But you don't. Too many people have agreed.
What about Gregory Campbell? There's a sexier answer, right? That's going to get, that's rare.
Jason Weimer is really great because he's played for a number of teams. He was a first round pick. And then a guy like Rosehill, under 500 career games. It's kind of tricky. It's kind of fun, but it does get you thinking of obscure hockey players. I've not used Warner yet. I've been doing it the last few days. I'm kind of getting into the thing. I've not hit on Warner.
And what's funny is
Montador was a good one. It was like 0.1% or 0%. No one had Monty.
And so they have the headshots come up, Rhett, when you pick a guy, and yours is like amazing, like longer hair, but still a tiny bit of frosted tips. It is like peak cool Rhett, like king of the town Rhett. Parties at my house. It's a good photo for you. A really, really good look.
So it'd be like Calgary Flames lost 3 Stanley Cup finals.
Oh, jeez.
You'd meet in the middle.
That is not a column.
What?
You just made that up.
I could have sworn that was on the one. Oh, shit. The Sway Dog was in net last night, allowed 5 on 42.
Bragging about their goaltending.
That's right.
Skin Flute all of a sudden has been allowing a bunch too. He said 3 or more in 5 straight.
No, their goaltending is fine. Don't worry about it.
Don't get a goalie. You're good. You're good.
You're good. Goalie.
Who the fuck?
Pressure guy.
Hang on a sec.
Now, and just a heads up, Casey is free to join us. He's got an 11 o'clock flight, so why don't we aim to get him in 5 minutes? Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Anything for Casey. Anything for Casey. I went down while I was doing it was all kind of related. I was in here doing some prep for the game and that and going through stuff. And then I kind of went down the Puckdoko rabbit hole a little bit to kind of get, because I know we're going to be doing this. And then I got into the draft.
Oh, no.
The entry draft rabbit hole thing.
Yeah. That's your rabbit hole.
You need draft doku. That's you. You just do drafts. Yeah. Like top 10 pick, less than 100 games played, things like that.
There is one on that Puckdoko site. It's about find one asset that was involved in a trade involving this player.
Yeah.
And I'm going to love this. And the first one came up, it was Dustin Byfuglien.
Oh. Dustin Byfuglien trade.
Shit, he went from Chicago to Atlanta. Yeah. I don't remember any. So I was done. Question number 1. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so goddamn smart. I couldn't even get past the first one. So I beat it. There's some tie because you remember the 2015 draft where the Bruins made 3 consecutive picks. They go 13, 14, 15.
This was the Dougie Hamilton trade draft where they got Calgary's pick
at 15.
And they had 3 in a row.
So they go 13, 14, 15. The 15th overall would have been the Flames pick, but they shipped out Dougie Hamilton to Calgary.
Can I take a swing at it? Because I think I remember.
You'll get it because we bring it up a little while, but it's worth rehashing.
Zaboral, Senyshyn, and DeBrusk, 3 in a row.
Those are the 3, just inverted. But it's Jacob Zaboral at 13, who has played a tiny bit.
Not much.
Tiny bit. Jake DeBrusk at 14. In a redraft, I'm not sure if he goes 14th overall, but still, he's a guy that's playing for them.
Yeah.
Zach Senyshyn at 15. Not much.
Next 3 off the board, I believe it's Kyle Connor, Thomas Chabot, and there's one more really good player. Barzal. Barzal's first guy after.
Yeah. So 13, Zaboral, DeBrusk, then Senyshyn, then it's Barzal, Kyle Connor, Thomas Chabot.
Oh my God.
Change things, eh?
Ooh. Well, and they're good, and it's not like they had all because of it. They could have been a dynasty if they make those 3 picks, because they basically had 3 in a row in the teens, and they got 1 player out of it who's been good, not great. Like Jake DeBrusk's name's been in trade rumors for like 3 years, it seems like. Yeah. Good middle 6 winger, I would call him. The other 2 are non-events at the NHL level, and the 3 guys after are all like you would call them franchise pillars, like Chabot on the blue line in Ottawa. Barzal's absolutely the most talented player on the island, and Kyle Connor's a sneaky 40-goal guy every year, it seems.
And those aren't late firsts.
No.
You had to be thinking, we're hitting on 2 out of, if not 3 out of our scouting staff are all over this. Shit. Now, they did have some good luck. In 2014, so the year prior to that.
Yeah.
This one hurts Colorado. Now, you can think about Colorado in that sense. What if they make this pick? At 23, Colorado takes Connor Bleakley, who was the captain of the Red Deer Rebels. Felt like a bit of a stretch. Sorry, Connor, but it did. He's not played an NHL game. So Colorado at 23 takes Bleakley. 2 picks later, Boston takes Pasternak at 25.
Pasta. 25, guys. 25.
What if Colorado's got Pasternak in there?
How about a top 3 goal scorer on earth with a 25th overall pick?
So they, again, not great in 2015 with the 3 picks.
Made amends.
Well done with the Pasternak the year before. Well done.
Christ.
Yeah. And it was in that 2015 draft that Dan Vladar was selected in the 3rd round.
Oh, there you go.
That's
And the Flames end up giving him a third rounder for.
They did in
Vladar.
2022.
The drafting. I'm just glad that makes you so happy.
It makes me so happy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I'm in the 2014 draft, and I was like, well, let's take it because this is the one. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. 34th overall, Mason McDonald to the Flames. 2 picks later, Thatcher Demko.
Yeah, they weren't high on Demko, and
everyone else was, though.
Yeah, he
NHL Central Scouting was.
Consensus #1 goalie.
Yeah, consensus was. Yeah, they were all very high on it. And then in the next round, that, of course, was the Hunter Smith pick.
Not my favorite. Overager that scored 20. He was a man playing against boys. Yeah. And
Smith at 54. The next pick, Brandon Montour. Pretty good.
Isn't point right there too? Points right there too.
And then, of course, in the next round, like 79th. So nearly 20 picks later, Brayden Point went to Bay.
Calgary
but it's,
boy.
It's easy to cherry pick, right? When are you gonna? It's easy to do that sort of. It's not fair. You know what it is? It's not fair, Rhett.
I can't decide if you're trying to create some positivity for the Flames and what they're going to do with their picks, or if it's
I submit the data. It's up to you to decide how to feel about it.
Learn from that, Jack. When you start doing stuff, learn from them.
Don't have an opinion. Just spout random shit and let people figure it out from there. Well, our next
crazy though. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say our next guest. I don't even know how to because he's a restaurateur.
Random shit.
Entrepreneur.
He's an entrepreneur. Oiler fan, which is it's the shits.
It's a bit of a honk.
It's the shits. But Casey from Greta joins us here on the show.
Look at this.
See, are you? Oh, private jet, PJ. Where are we going to? Turks and Caicos. Where are we going, Case?
You know it, buddy. Always, man. Just know I'm going to Buffalo to visit Rhett. I feel.
Oh wow.
Shit, you got 2 flights ahead of you. There's nothing direct there.
Yeah. Well, by the time you get there, he'll be in
and a car ride
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. You get one of those private limos from Hamilton. What a ride.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm actually going to Vancouver for the party we have in Vancouver tonight, which will simulate something similar to what we're doing Saturday in Calgary. So I'm going to Vancouver for the Canucks Army party as an Oilers fan who supports all the teams in all the cities that I have businesses in.
Sure.
Yeah, you just want good hockey. That's all you're hoping for.
Everyone good hockey and a Canada Stanley Cup, right?
Yeah, that's right.
This is the Rob Lowe with the NFL logoed hat. He just wants a good game. That's all he's cheering for.
It would really warm my heart to see that Canadian kid Leon Draisaitl lifting the cup above his head.
He's a good Canadian boy. You know
Matthias Ekholm. Where's he? Langenberg? Where's he from? I can't remember. Anyway,
he looks like a Canadian guy.
He does look like a Canadian.
You know, it's got that Scandinavian vibe going.
So we've got the event on Saturday at Greta Bar YYC. They're doing one in Edmonton as well, right? Even though the game is in Edmonton?
Yeah, it's like a rivalry. We should just see who does a better party, right?
Well, yeah, I don't want to do it with them.
No, not with them.
We'll do our own thing. They can. I think it's great.
They're weird. I don't know if you guys saw what was going on in that nation vacation thing, but there was some interesting stuff going on in that stands.
Yeah. Now, Greta, I've said this to you before, and I've said it to other people before. So how many years now has it been for Greta in Calgary?
We're going on year 6 right now.
Yeah.
So
because I remember we were at the radio station, you came in, we knew you from Hudson's, and we got this, it's a bar, and we've got we're street food. Street food. So street food, and it's a bar, but we're gonna have arcade games.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Sounds fun.
Old fat guy. I don't really get it. I don't know that this is going to work, but hey, Casey, go get them. And it's been way beyond even your expectations, right? Because it's a juggernaut.
Yeah, I'd say it's been an amazing ride, and obviously we had 20 months of COVID mixed in there, and I think we were like the worst concept for COVID, so that was a little painful. But the way things have come out since COVID finished, it's been amazing. And we've just added, we continue to add to the brand and the concept. And one of the big things has been this partnership with you guys, and really trying to turn not into a hockey bar by any means, but have big events and have a good time when events happen. And so, we had a good one at the start of the year, and I think we've had some fun with the nugget eating and some other fun stuff. And
some of us really enjoyed the nugget eating. Yeah, some of us really had a good time with the nugget eating.
I've never seen Dean so happy. Thanks for all you've done, Casey. You're a light in his life.
Hey, you know what? I tried. I tried to pay it forward to you in Toronto there, Pinder.
It's like Lloyd trying to get Harry to sip up on the on the diarrhea drink there. Here you go. Hey, just a little bit more. Just take it.
Exactly. Yeah. Any Dumb and Dumber reference works for me.
Yeah, that's right. And now it's not obviously not a huge thing for Calgary people, but Greta's going to Toronto. How close are you on? Like, that's going to be massive for you.
Yeah, we're going right on King West, so right kind of in the heart. They call it center ice of hospitality in Canada. So, we're excited for that. April 26th is our tentative open date. Hopefully nothing happens to change that. But, yeah, it's coming in hot. So, and I guess we got a couple of podcasts out there that we're going to have to work with, too. Excited. I haven't I'm a big baseball fan, so I apologize for the Oilers fandom, but the Blue Jays love, bleeds through me ever since the Expos left. So
Dean's gonna hate that too. He's a big Yankees fan.
That's fine. It's fine.
Now you were saying when we were in Toronto,
Empire, right?
There's a bit of a fog in Toronto that few days that we were there, if I recall. But Ohtani and the Angels, same weekend as Greta opening, or like early after the opening, like that'd be a hell of a roadie right there.
Ohtani and the Dodgers, correct?
Sorry.
Yes. And my business partner likes to call him Joey. He's not much of a base.
Joey Ohtani.
You might have hit mute there, Case. We just lost your audio.
Sorry, AirPods for you. AirPods for you. No, I was just saying my business partner calls him Joey Ohtani.
Yeah.
And yes, it's his Dodgers debut in Toronto, same weekend as opening weekend. And I'm going to be optimistic on this Austin Matthews stuff that maybe they can get to a second round.
If he scores 10 goals in 5 games, maybe they could get to the second round.
Yeah. He probably could, based on what he's doing right now. I hate to say it. Colin's got him in our Greta pool, and he's become a Austin Matthews lover. So I had to drop that in here so that all the guys in our Greta hockey pool could hear me giving Colin kudos on that.
I laughed, man. I saw it was on one of your social media accounts. I think it was on Instagram, where people are walking out the doors of the Dome after a game, and it's the flashing sign, pop, 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 free bus to Greta. And it's just, it's like moss to a flame. It's just like ants marching. Yep, sounds good. And they're on the bus. It's oota, 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 oota. And they're off the bus at Greta, and they're in there. It's your clientele. You've got them. It was hilarious.
It was especially good when it was minus 35 out, and
people are getting happy to see it.
You can't get an Uber, you can't get a cab outside that stadium. So I mean, hopefully they fix that with the new rink.
Yeah, you guys have done a great job. There's truly there's a vibe, there's an energy when you walk into Greta. We maybe lost, but when you walk into Greta, it's impossible not to feel it. And it's some places they're pumping music and it's just really loud, and that's not a vibe. That's just loud music. There's a real energy to this place. And some people are watching the game, and some people are having drinks and visiting and laughing, and most people are playing the arcade games. But I defy you to go and have a bad time. And it's probably the best place. If you want to hold a little work function, you want to take your office people out, no one's leaving unsatisfied, because everyone's going to have some sort of fun there. It's impossible not to have fun. It's a great idea, and you've crushed it, man. And we're proud to be working with you. 6 years later, going strong. We're pumped that we're on board with you.
Well, I'm glad. I mean, we've come a long way since we did the bird feeding outside of the studio. I think Rhett was involved in getting some Gatorade into someone's mouth with the Johnny Monty thing. So we've come a long way in the last 6 years, guys. And maybe Rhett hasn't, based on what he's wearing right now. I didn't get the backstory on that outfit, but
I don't have a helmet. It's game day. I didn't have a helmet to put on, so I put on my
get the helmets on. So it's this Saturday. Doors open at 7. Game goes at 8. It's a Battle of Alberta. $10 a ticket. Now we ordinarily you're not charging, but we're raising money for Closer to Home, which is a great charity. Exactly. They're so appreciative of everything that we've done for them with the Christmas campaign has been huge for them. So they're pumped again. So raising money for charity, having some drinks, watching hockey, some arcade. It's going to be great, man. We're looking forward to it.
Sounds good. I'll be there. I'll be buying shots too, so I'll offset that $10 pretty quick for all you.
Very nice. Very nice. What a guy. What a
chicken
guy.
nuggets and shots.
Yeah. The thing is with Pinder, what did he have? 42 nuggets. Do not give him 42 shots.
I do believe he's the only one who's ever done 42 nuggets. So in his credit, I think he's got the record, the all-time record. Might have to see if anyone wants to come beat that.
Yeah. Where's that painting on the wall you said you were going to put up if I held the record for a year? Is that
it's contingent on your haircut, your next haircut?
Have we commissioned that yet?
Yeah, let's see what the next haircut looks like before we do a painting.
Safe trip, man.
Enjoy flight.
Yeah, enjoy Vancouver. Kick those Canuck guys in the shins for us, and looking forward to Saturday.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time.
There you go. Casey from Greta. Yep. Greta Bar YYC, great partners of ours, and yeah, they're on board with all of the Nation Network, which is very cool. So we thank you, the barn burner, the barn animals, or whatever you want to call yourself, for getting out there and doing that. GretaBar.com is the website. The location, 213 10th Avenue Southwest. And we're going to be there on Saturday. Events partners involved, our buddies at Village Honda, and of course, McLeod Law.
Yes. And again, nationgear.ca for tickets. If you are like, geez, I'm really keen on this game, but I can't find a pal. Well, we got a full room for you. So nationgear.ca, get your tickets there. And again, you're going to more than have that $10 that goes to charity given back to you in the form of food, drink specials, prizes, and all that good stuff.
I see people. I'm not sure why this has to be a part of it, but I bet Boomer could eat 42 nuggets. There's no, like, no. I guess, because you did. If you have to sit there and just, it's, people label me as just a fat, grotesque pig.
A grumpy one, yeah.
Grumpy, fat, grotesque pig.
Sweat hog.
But some fat sweat hog is crawling into the ring. I fill up very fast. I'll be hungry again soon, probably, but you're not a
massive consumer of food.
Can't do it. No.
So if I could just recap very quickly, 20, no sweat. 20 to 30, difficult. 30 to 40 felt harder than the first 30.
Yeah, he was starting to hallucinate. He was getting mad at me. What are you
put another one on the plate?
Why are they getting bigger?
You swapping them out for bigger ones?
What are you doing? He's swapping for getting the bit. Jesus Christ, calm down.
It's not good. Pain.
Okay. So yeah, Matt, hockey game tonight. I don't expect it's going to be a 4-1 Calgary kind of a sleepwalk for the Bruins again.
They got to be better. That's as bad as they've probably looked all year. How many home losses did they have before that? Like 4 or something? And the Flames were just all over them. You're like, what is this? Wake up, Boston.
You know what it is? It's a long season, guys.
Is that what it is?
It's a long season. And you have your ups and you have your downs. And I would say that would be one of the down spots for the Boston Bruins. I think they're going to be just fine.
Agreed.
I consider them to be a playoff team.
You think, as they're first in the East, they're
given
ready to put that stamp on them?
They've probably already qualified for a playoff spot.
Now that they have the X beside them, you're willing to get out on the limb there?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Just reckless throwing hot takes around.
Well, them in Florida have been really good right now. The Rangers look awesome if Shesterkin keeps his recent form. The East is going to be really fun. Really fun.
What are the Leafs doing?
They've won 5 in a row.
Goals, or at least one guy is.
Yeah, they're 5 in a row.
That's all 5 games of the Riley suspension, by the way. He's coming back tonight. They play Vegas.
Ooh, don't be that guy. The idiots in Toronto are all making that a big thing. Oh, they're rallying around O'Reilly. They don't.
Not O'Reilly, but yeah.
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying it's without they're thin on the blue line, and that's their best defenseman. So good feat. I'm not saying they're rallying around. I'm just saying that makes the 5-game winning streak more impressive for me.
It's nothing impressive.
Well,
you just hate them.
Do you have the Friedman report in the Pinder Report from yesterday that Toronto has made a pitch for Noah Hanifin, which is again stunning. Shocking.
I don't in the Pinder Report. If you have anything on that, fire away.
I mean,
he's been connected to a lot of teams.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So Treliving has called Conroy and made an offer on Hanifin, a guy who he signed, traded for and signed. Let me lay down because the room is spinning.
Yeah.
But it does come back to again there's an appetite for Hanifin to go to the U.S. He's an American kid, wants to go to the U.S. Frank's been talking about that for weeks.
Well, long term, yeah, for sure.
So. And I would guess, as we also say, it's in the best interest of the Flames. Hey, would you like to do a sign and trade? We'll get this guy locked into an 8-year deal for you.
Get a little more, maybe. Yeah,
get a little more in terms of a package. So anyway, the deals, they're not done. We're another day closer to the deadline, and it still feels like I know he's from Boston.
Yep. Well, and they lost to D-Man last night too. Grizzly got hurt. Lindholm's out.
See him. Can't you just see him as a Bruin?
Yes.
I don't feel Tampa. I'm sure he'd be fine in Tampa, but he does feel like he'd be a Bruin. And maybe ends up there, like you say, at when it's all done. But
yeah, like I use a left side defender in the second pair in Toronto. Like they got that Simon Benoit playing second pair. That's not a fit long term.
There's a lot of teams that if you can just slap Hanifin into your second pair, you're in good shape.
Yeah. And interestingly, like I think a lot of people were sort of like a little, I guess, disheartened after Frank's Tampa report on Monday, but the Flames don't have to trim to Tampa. There's nothing to, who cares if he wants to go to Tampa? He's a rental or he's an extension candidate. He'd get a haul as a rental if you can't extend him and trade him. That's fine. Dallas and Vegas are two teams that I think would love to add another D. They both have all three of their next first rounders. Everyone's like, oh, Tampa doesn't have assets. The sky's falling. They'll get nothing for Hanifin. It's like, he's still a great rental trade to make with lots of teams because Rhett will know better than anyone. You cannot have enough defensemen if you're going to go on a long playoff run.
And it's great to say that he's only wants to go to Tampa Bay. I can't imagine he's that.
But and I guess it wasn't that
a preferred destination.
Yeah, it wasn't only Tampa. It was Tampa would be terrific.
I agree. I think if the three of us went to Tampa, we'd have a hell of a time.
Hell of a
nice
time.
place. Taxes are good. We'd be at the beach, spring training. Let's go Bucks. Whatever.
Clearwater
Tampa's
Beach.
great. I really like Texas. Texas is a nice place.
So nice,
to hang your hat.
What's wonderful in the winter is Vegas. Boy, is it nice there. And that team
I
wins.
love
What a link.
the restaurants,
Oh,
the nightlife, the taxes, the weather. It's wonderful.
And of all those things, what about going home? You're from Boston. You know how much that team means to that city. Well, that'd be just what a childhood dream coming true. You could go.
I've got all of these flip-flops. I guess if not Tampa Bay, Panthers, Florida, I'd be all right. I guess I could come around to thinking that that might work. Like, no shit. Like, we laughed out loud when you said it a couple weeks ago, just how free and easy Hanifin's playing.
Oh,
so
this is not.
Well, yeah, I suppose when you have a $60 million, you're going to exchange it July 1. Hi, I'd like to redeem this if I could, please. I'll get that in 20s. That'd be great.
I've got a truck right over here. I'll just back it into the loading bay. Yeah.
No kidding.
Very different than Lindholm. Lindholm wore it. I think he was not comfy with it. And to be fair, like playing with Chris Tanev as a left shot defenseman is a much better spot than Lindholm working with scrap heap parks that they're trying to turn into top six wingers. But still, like the body language is very different.
Yeah, it's very different for sure. But he's free and easy. Oh yeah, I feel okay. Yeah, things are okay.
No, it's not overthinking things. That's kind of the vibe I've got since the day you got here.
Yeah,
just go and react. The skills are there.
Mental clarity, and his mental clarity is I'm effing rich.
I'm rich, bitch.
I'm already rich. I've been making just under $5 million for a long time.
Yeah,
I've got some clink.
I'm looking to almost double that if that's possible.
How do we do that?
Yeah.
So you're gonna get almost double pay raise. Yeah. You get to pick almost where you want to go.
The summer for sure.
Raise really change your life. For us, like in our world,
to double. Well, what is?
I don't know
what is 22 grand doubled.
28. Carry the. Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of math. You're our math guy, Boom.
Well, and then Trudeau's got to dip his beak in there too. That prick. So.
Now, Rhett. The difference with Rhett is he didn't go and work in Fort St. John for $18,000 for a year.
Right. Yeah. You didn't make 13 grand a year in Brandon for 5 years.
Really, Rhett? Weird.
Yeah.
Well, I'm better for it.
I think so. Yeah,
I'm a better man for those moves, for sure.
A lot of growing.
Yeah, a lot of growing. No one growing. Outdoor dental.
Oh,
I'm gonna need them because I haven't brushed my teeth in a week. So
what?
Forgot my toothbrush. I got the mini. I didn't have toothbrush. Lots of gum.
Oh, Rhett.
Just take the hotel face cloth. Just give
that's a lot of plaque there, eh?
A quick buff.
Dr. J is going to be very disappointed in you, Rhett. That's not okay.
Work with me, Jay. Come on.
I am finding it happened last night. It was getting late. Everyone else was asleep, and I was just kind of doing stuff, and I was kind of sitting here. And I'm now finding I'm starting to snore while still awake, sitting up.
While awake?
Yeah, I'm just kind of putting some
Holy
David Pasternak. No, I'm not to just. I don't know what that was. What? Is there a dog in here?
Where's the dog?
No, it's me.
Oh, Dino, I'm sorry.
Choke it out.
My soft palate looks like a friggin' awning on an RV
Gobbler.
full of fucking water and rainwater.
One of those Labrador tongues. It's like this
Jeez.
long.
So here's what it is. This is what we've been telling you about Dr. J. It's the Soleil laser. Now the treatment for the dental part that's what it's designed for. No needles, no drills, no stress. 1 to 2 minutes, you're going to be relaxed, comfortable. It's pain-free. They get in there, and with this laser, it's unbelievable the technology that exists and that is at the disposal of Dr. J. But it's also used for snoring treatments. 2 15-minute treatments increases the tension in your RV awning. Reduce snoring, non-surgical, pain-free. Is it worth you go for a couple times, 50 minutes each?
Hell yeah.
To now not be snoring, sleeping better, sleeping more. Those around you are sleeping more. It's a rhetorical question because yes, it's worth your time. Go and check them out online. Outdoor.dental is the website. And then, of course, a full-service dental office. But
Snoring treatment, our boys.
Because you did this, Pinder.
I did. I was talking to Dr. J, and he said if you've got dental insurance too, most of this procedure is covered. Like, it's almost free. That's incredible how life-changing that could be, not just for you, but your partner. I know. Much happier with her midnight to 7 a.m. experience.
As happy as she could be lying next
to me. Yeah. The odors haven't changed. I don't think the laser can fix that.
No.
But the other end is better.
If you've been hearing us talk about it, and you probably have because he's an OG. He was with us from day one, Dr. J. Why wait any longer? Learn more, book an assessment, get in there, get the treatment done. You will not regret it. Outdoor.dental with Dr. J. Patel.
Oh boy, Dr. J.
Pinder Report.
Let's do it. Lots there, Dean.
Presentation of Village Honda, the 2024 Honda Accord, redesigned last year, chosen by Car and Driver magazine. As the #1 mid-sized sedan, it's one of the most reliable vehicles on the road already, and it's now better than ever. Superior ride quality, reliability, impressive fuel economy, thanks to the EXL Hybrid. Take one for a rip at the Northwest Auto Mall, and visit them online at villagehonda.com. Village Honda presents the Pinder Report.
Well, it's the top team in the Eastern Conference against the mid team in the West, the Calgary Flames tonight at the Scotiabank Saddledome. 15 days till the NHL's trade deadline, March 8th. It is coming quickly, fellas. And, where are the Flames in the middle of the midsection of the, not upper, but lower, but the middle? Yeah, there they are. 3 points out of a wild card, 9th from the bottom in the league.
It was
true.
Jody Messina, right? With that song, I'm All Right, retro. I'm above the below, but below the upper. That was the lyric, and that's about, that's very Flamesy.
Maybe the best of the worst, but the worst of the best. I don't know. It's very mid. Now, fear not, Flames fans, because no matter what party you're part of, whether it's team get the wild card or team tank, there will be clarity by the 8th of March. I do not think a team that has, Braden Pahal, Jordan Osterley, Dennis Gilbert on its blue line is going to be competing for a wild card, or maybe you just keep them all and you go on this magical run, Dean, because they're going to run the table.
Why do you hate Braden Pahal?
Really like him. Good pickup.
You were all about him when he now all of a sudden.
Nice waiver claim. Really like it.
How terrible they're going to be.
Here are the games prior to the deadline. Boston tonight, Edmonton Saturday. Next week, it's the Kings on a Tuesday. Mika night is next Saturday, Rhett. That's going to be fun. And by the way,
what's that all about?
You're going to be there, hammered. And Noodles is going to tell wicked stories. Doors at 5, 6:20 ceremony, 8 o'clock puck drop as the greatest goaltender in franchise history goes to the rafters, and the man that made you millions of dollars for your mid-ass play, Rhett. That's what that night's about.
For my flight.
What's that?
I wonder if he'll pay for my flight.
Still begging for more.
Is it you that owes him money, or does he owe you money? Did you buy a car? What was that story?
It's both, really.
Okay.
I mean, who is he when he's in San Jose?
He's a nobody.
He was a third-string goalie.
He's a frickin' San Antonio rampager, is what he is. Really? Whatever the hell they were.
Worcester? Was he a Worcester Shark?
Nothing. He's nothing.
He's nothing.
Yeah.
He's a Finnish Flash. He's a flash in the pan. I brought him into Calgary. I gave him the opportunity.
Yeah, Rhett, if people forget, he ramrodded Mike Greer into Roman Turek so that they could go get Mika. Yeah. And again, he does owe you a huge debt of gratitude.
How many millions did he make? Like, I should get what? 2, 3, 2. I'm like an agent. 3%?
You did get some.
3.
Yeah, to be fair,
how many
made you some money too.
How many million did you get after that point? There was some, right?
You know, Warner
It's
just
not
who else
13
owes
grand and
me?
Brandon.
You know who
It's
else
not
owes
Hay.
me? Daryl Sutter.
Okay.
So bring it your checkbook, Sutter.
Well, and Murray Edwards, because you saved the team from moving. I mean, gosh, that's
It's a good point.
franchise value's been going up since then. I mean, a lot of people owe you money, Rhett. You owe me 100. You owe Frank a bottle of whiskey. But other than that, everyone owes you money. Rhett's debts.
What do
Here
I
in the
owe you
Pinder Report.
100 for?
What do you mean? You haven't paid your freaking fantasy football dues.
Yeah, but I'm paying Boom.
You're not. What do you mean you're paying Boom?
Well, I'm not
What are you
paying
talking
both
about?
of you.
I've already paid him the full price for first
No, you should
place.
pay me.
I'm out
Yeah.
$100 being the
Don't-
commissioner.
He'll pay me. Pinder.
Listen,
Don't worry
here's
about
the
it.
problem I have
know.
with all this is you guys got to figure out your story so at least it's straight. I'm not paying you both, cheating bastards.
Just pay me, Retro. We'll handle it.
Dean,
Hmm?
go to hell.
Pinder
Okay.
Report?
Where were we? Oh yeah, Mika night on Saturday, and then it'll be Seattle and Tampa. So there it is. There's 6 games till the deadline. 6. We've had the Tanev bubble wrap conversation. We can't do that again. That's all you need to know. 6 to go before I think there's maybe a clearer direction from this squad. As for the Boston Bruins, they were no good against the Flames coming out of the All-Star break. Their first game back. Flames look great. Here are the lines they'll roll with. Son of Louis, Jake DeBrusk, top line left winger, having a great year. Pasta still a star. Marchand still effective. Don't really know how you've done this when you lose Krejci and Bergeron, but they are leading the East with Zaka, Coyle, and Geeky down the middle.
I'll say this. We're seeing Gabriel Landeskog supposedly skated. Could he be coming back for Colorado? It'd be like the Stone Cold music.
Yeah.
Just the glass smashing. Dun, 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 dun. Patrice Bergeron shows up at a morning skate or just goes out for a
Yeah.
practice.
That's been written off, though.
I know, but it'd be great.
It would. It would be pretty cool. Next up, we have last night there's the decor. Now you see that construction sign by Matt Grzelcyk.
Is that out the front door of the studio?
We've got
or-
those all around 34th Avenue. But Matt Grzelcyk's under construction. He's day to day.
Oh dear.
One shift. Ouch. And did not return last night in Edmonton. The Bruins are on the second half of a back-to-back. Head coach Jimmy Montgomery says day to day, doing okay. Day to day tells me he's not playing the next day. Maybe
Well,
I'm
that's
crazy.
good.
And Hampus Lindholm's already out week to week.
Hampus.
Lindholm. Hampus Lindholm, a 2-3 defenseman that moved at the deadline and got a
Jeez,
first in 2 seconds.
They could
Connie.
use it. You know what? They could stand to
Connie.
bolster that blue line.
Absolutely.
They're here in town, right?
They're already here.
They're right here.
In fact, I think we have video of the Bruins. We're talking with Noah Hanifin. Someone has AI'd what's going to happen at the game, Jack. Did you see this? So let's pretend that's Noah. There's Marchand. You're coming with us. We're going back to Boston.
Get in here. Yeah.
We need you. Come on. You're signing here. You're from here. You're ours now.
Yeah.
Could happen. As for the game last night, Bruins had a big lead. They blew it. But off to overtime, they went where, man, we had a nice little run here. We had goal of the year 2 days ago from Quentin Byfield, I believe.
Beauty. Yep.
And a nasty dangle on OT from Charlie McAvoy. Look at Chucky here.
McAvoy dangles a poke check. He scores! Charlie McAvoy wins it.
The 6th one on Skinner that really snaps their back. Check the reverse angle here.
Yeah.
Deece, defenseman, right, Rhett? Don't have to have the nasty.
Yeah, it's 3-on-3, right?
Yeah, a little more room out there.
Oh, my middle guy was super pissed.
What?
Final game of the year, overtime, 3-on-3. Didn't get out there.
Really?
You're going 3 forwards? What are they doing?
Why didn't you put him out there, coach?
Oh, if I was coaching,
wanted
he
to
would
win.
have come off the ice.
There might be some favoritism.
Can I see that goal again, Jack? Is it too much to ask?
Yeah, the first one, what drew my attention first, well, you see the dangles, and then you kind of watch it the second. Okay, so what happens on this play?
What's
and there's
Skin
a way
Dog doing there?
There's a way to watch the player wearing the orange and blue at the
Right.
right side of the screen. Safe it first.
Yeah, Vander Kane looks like he's getting ready to start the luge. I don't know what that is.
I'm going to tell you, for all the kids out there watching, if you're going to dive, you got to dive at the puck.
Not away from it, eh?
Not dive out of the way.
Not like dodgeball. It's different than that.
Yeah, it's way different.
Whoop! There you go. Oh, yeah.
There's nothing in he's not passing it to the ref.
The ref's not a threat there. That's a good.
Well,
point.
McAvoy was supposed to have shot it right there.
That is a hell of a fake.
Regardless,
too.
you dive at the puck, Dean.
Yeah, that's true. He does go across.
Well, they'll work on that in practice.
I feel for Skin Dog on that.
You know who to block that?
Chris Russell, Tanev.
Face.
Yeah.
They need to have been injured, and we would have.
Oilers could use a Chris Tanev.
Sure could.
Yep. He's just what they need.
Or they could just move Evander Kane back to D. That looked awesome. We'll move. Austin Matthews.
Selkie nominee Evander Kane.
That's right. 50 goals in 54 games for Austin Matthews, who is in one, boys. This is Rhett at the craps table hot. This is good stuff. 50 and 54. There's your list ever. He's on pace for 76, and look at the company that puts him in. We gave you the trivia yesterday. Only 6 people ever have gotten to 75 plus. Austin's on pace. That's a hell of a group to join if you could do it. Esposito, Solani, McGillney, Lemieux, Hull, and Gretzky. Woo! It is Toronto, though, so, all that stuff, too.
I believe all of those Hall of Fame players.
Yeah, that list's pretty good for that. By the way, you hit on your Bobby McMahon anytime goal. Congratulations, Dean. Big shout out for that.
And my Bruins line win.
Yeah, and we got the 2 for Austin as well, as one went in off his throat.
Yeah.
That's how you cash in right there, Austin, against his old team. Love to see it. More Betway bets later in the program.
Against his old team? Who?
Oh, sorry, in his old stomping grounds, Arizona.
Okay.
He's from there. Hometown. I bet.
Wait a minute.
Now here it is. Last 30 season. That's a pretty large sample. Cam Neely did it in 44 coming off injury. That's incredible. No one talks about that. Mario did 50 and 50 in the mid-90s. Austin Matthews 54 and Yogs 59. Again, very good company for Austin Matthews.
Neely got okay, so just so I'm reading this right.
Yes.
Neely got 50 goals in 44 games.
Now, it wasn't the start of the year, so a lot of people didn't count it as a 50 and 50. He came back from injury. I think it was after Ulf Samuelsson messed up his hip or something like that.
Oh.
And he was just a house on fire coming out of that.
So in a 44 game stretch.
Yes, in his first 44 games of the season, just not the team's first 44. Wild. No one remembers how good Neely was, man. That was my favorite player growing up. God, was he good.
I was scared shitless of that guy.
Yeah, he was a big bastard.
He honestly, I don't know that there's a better comp for Jerome McGinley than Cam Neely. No? Big power forward, could fight, scores a bunch.
If that is Seabass.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
Great actor too, right, dude?
Seabass was going to pay for our bill.
If that's Seabass.
Well, if that is Seabass. Yeah.
Get a couple Boilermakers over here.
10 games tonight on the slate. 10 games.
11.
Is it 11?
We don't have
God
a graphic.
Damn it. It's all right. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, it would be 10 non-Flames games because I always, it's separate category. Sure. All right, we got a lot on the what's on the menu for DoorDash later. All kinds of winning streaks on the line tonight. We'll get to that later. Oh, boys, I was at the ship last night trying to support the red and the green, the cavalry, the purple and white of Orlando City of the MLS were sensational. Last year's second best team in the MLS. Cavs, good, strong, couple punches in the first 15 minutes. Did not go well after that. Anytime Orlando was around it, it was incredible polish and finish. Cavs had a tough time with this, boys. They worked their tails off. They're just not there yet. They'll play again Tuesday in the Florida Sun, Rhett.
Anything to say about that one, Retro? Who would you lay the blame on? At the feet of whom, perhaps?
Pinder.
Okay.
Yeah, probably me.
It's Pinder's fault.
Yeah. Big crowd at the ship. Goodness. Well done, people. Standing room an hour ahead of kickoff. Big up the Cavs.
Is that what they call it in soccer?
We call it free plugs.
Kickoff?
Yeah, they do.
Pinder's free plugs.
Tip off? Puck drop. What do you call it? Not sure.
Yeah.
Found this on the internets. The audio is not perfect, but it's Bob Costas chatting, a rare piece of footage where Ichiro Suzuki is speaking English. He pretended not to speak English most of his career, but apparently is hysterical. Teammates loved him. Bob Costas here, and a very, very patient, thoughtful answer from Ichiro.
What is your favorite American expression?
Take your time.
August in Kansas City, it's hotter than 2 rats in a fucking wolf sock.
All right, so all Kansas City.
My favorite.
Let's see, less is more, Dean, hey, with Ichiro. It's great stuff.
Now to translate.
Yeah, that was
hotter than 2 rats
in a wool sock.
In a wool sock.
Yeah.
Got it.
And he had a bleeping.
With an F-bomb in there.
I didn't know if the rats were bleeping or if they were bleeping rats. It's either way. Kansas City in August.
Eh? I had no idea.
Cold in the winter, hot in the summer. Sounds like a bad combo.
Know. Yeah, good to know.
Good food though. Is that right? Barbecue?
Barbecue.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Also baseball related. And by the way, we have games today. Like spring is back. I think we have Dodgers Padres today. Amazing. Wow. Love spring. Love it. But there is a doc coming out that I think we'll love. Netflix announced Expos leaving Montreal doc. This was back in 2004. Montreal got screwed. Major League Baseball was being a bunch of dinks. And look at Vlad Sr. Whoo! Looking svelte. Good looking fella. Good baseball player. That'll be a fun one on Netflix. Keep your eyes out for that.
Now, when you say fun, all I've seen from reaction is Expos fans from back in the day saying, thanks a lot, Netflix. Go bleep yourself.
I just think when time passes, we get a little more intel about what was happening behind the scenes. And
I think what it'll do
here.
I think what it'll be is, and I'm guessing, I don't know how you make that doc, is truly people may not realize how good that team was.
Yes. And that
it's unfortunate to lose a team.
Yeah.
To have a franchise leave your city and to leave certainly the country, but the names that were on that team and how strong that team was, was just
people forgot like Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez, Moises Alou, like there was all kinds of superstars on that team. The lockout hits, they were first in the division, and that's the type of thing that can change a franchise. You all of a sudden get a playoff run. Like they were World Series favorites when the season got shut down. That's a heartbreak hotel, man. Let's move. Got a new hairstyle picked out. Casey was chirping me. This is this is new in 2024. If you can get it done.
Oh, you have the texture to pull that off.
You do.
Well, the front brim's going to be tough. I can do a back brim. Can I wear it backwards, maybe?
I'm telling you, you just need some mousse.
What kind of product do we need there?
Do they still make mousse, Dean?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I use it every day.
There you go.
Vidal Sassoon, baby.
Oh, yeah. There you are. That is a vibe. Wow.
Yeah, I like it.
And honestly, think about the money you'll save on hats.
Well, or it just your hat never falls off your head.
Oh, that's the other thing.
That's just like locked on.
Doesn't matter what kind of wind. Let's go.
Love it. That's a vibe. These Top Golf Launchpad type places, tons of fun. This one looks like it's near water, which is kind of cool. You'd see the balls splash, but there's other risks that come with it as well. That's a goose that just took one. See that white thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's well, if you're smart, you're not sitting there anymore. I know the grass is nice and lush, but
the hell out of the what? Geese shitting all over.
Shitting all over the place.
Get out of here. Buggers.
We talked about
good to eat either.
We talked about shoddy amusement rides yesterday. There's been a few on this program. Rhett, I feel like you'd be in on this one. It looks like it's just well built enough that it's not a oh my God. I
just about spit up.
Oh. Rhett, you in or what? You and the shoveler there? Traveling the world in 2005?
I'm not into swings. No.
I thought you guys were swingers. I'm
not
way
in
off. Okay.
The swings. Oh, St. Jack, yeah.
Let's
we just need to let Jack have his mic open all the time so we can hear that.
Rhett was fueling up the other day. You wouldn't believe the prices of gas. Check this out. Like it's just crazy in New York State. This is tough, man.
Whether or not, something.
Whoa! How are you alive, Rhett? That thing should have exploded.
Now wait, is this just a
dash cam?
This is just a dash cam that's on. Oh my God.
Well, I've been there. You know, when you come in and you've only got the tank on the one side, so you want to kind of get in there.
The other side.
He had the tank. The fill up was on the driver's side. He just wanted to try and get there first because this guy is going driver's side.
Yeah. Well, he got there first.
It's a dumb place to put that post.
Yeah. You got there first. You got a tough time filling up, I think, though. Let's move. There's some sort of a like go-kart glider thing going on in Brazil. This looks like a lot of fun. You're a thrill seeker, Rhett. This is for you. Now look at this. You can hear the engine. Pretty cool, eh?
Did this in South Africa.
Yeah, there you are. Now, did yours do this in South Africa? Oh, boy.
That's why I stay home.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave the house if that was my mode of transportation, dude.
I just stay home.
Yeah.
Hit a bird, eh?
Now, you guys, do you have a favorite table game at the casinos? I know a lot of people like blackjack. Some people baccarat. I don't know.
Baccarat.
What's the one where it's like 7 is the bad number and everything else is good? Craps. And then the one with the spinning wheel with
roulette.
Are you fucking around with me? Is that what this
now,
is? Are you?
Here's the thing. If you don't have a casino nearby and maybe it's a little less than ideal conditions, you can still make your own roulette. We go to someplace not near here for rat roulette.
We will bet on anything.
Yeah, humans are dumb. So there it is. The rats, they're going to run to one of the holes.
Please take my money. Just here. Yes.
46. That's your winner, rats. Now the thing of the roulette board, that's a bigger board than normal, so your odds probably much better. That's a big win. 35 this time.
I like it. I like it.
So if you have a lot of rats, it's like life gives you lemons, make lemonade. If you have a lot of rats, make rat roulette.
So did it just go into like a?
It just goes into a hole. They're all numbered. You got to buy the number, buy the hole.
I would up it a notch.
Yeah.
Rat traps, whichever one snaps and kills them.
Number the traps.
Number the traps.
Now, Jack likes it. Rhett would remember this. Back in the day, Cowboys was on 9th Avenue and 5th Street, right on the corner.
I heard
Penny
about
Lane.
it. Yeah.
There's an office tower there. Yeah, Rhett did some nude bartending there for a while. But in the summer during Stampede, they would literally checkerboard the intersection, lock it down, and every square, it was like a checkerboard, was numbered. And you could bet on where a cow that was put in the intersection would take its first dump. We will bet on anything.
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 Take my money.
Traffic to see where a cow would dump. Calgary.
You know what? What a great idea for the Gray Eagle and the Cody Schneider Bulldog.
Well, I was going to say, this is going to sound like a shot, but it feels like a Strathmore rodeo kind of thing.
Yeah.
Look at the bulls running against people. Start doing some.
I could crush a few homegrown origin lagers and watch a cow take a dump on a square. Yeah.
Let's go. Because they're gonna.
They love force of nature.
Hey,
gotta be good at it.
Love it.
Yeah. It's been a while since we had a ladder video. Gosh. Are people getting safer? No, never mind. Okay, we're good. So there's a little adapter here. You can adjust the top, which is come on, people. And the dog comes up and licks his face. You're like,
you all right?
Oh, Dad, that's a big fall. I wonder if that top piece gets in the head
Can
too.
we break this down a little bit? The stupidity of this human?
A lot of dumb here, Rhett. So it's a sliding top piece, but he slides it right off, and then it lands on his head as he's falling backwards on the bottom.
Expecting to happen.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
as
done.
soon as it
right
disengages,
because now
you're done.
Now, does he think if you go and look back, because there is some sort of at the bottom, he's not expecting.
No, he can't be.
So that's like, yeah.
No, a little extra
or maybe
stability
he
there.
is.
No.
The angle is not conducive to holding that man up.
Idiotic.
That's the
guy's got to go back to school.
Anyway, I'm happy we got some ladders back in. We always love the ladders.
Okay, so now one more time.
Yep.
What injuries did he sustain? So watch legs, ankle, head. Let's take a look.
Of some sort.
Okay.
Oh, that's not looking. No, look at that. I missed that.
So the right leg's in trouble. Yeah.
And then he lands on his the tailbone. We got some serious damage there.
And there'd be some whiplash on the back of the
think
melon.
that top piece, you could have some facial lacerations.
Yes, right in the brain, I think.
Insult to injury, man. Is what
right
that
in the
is.
mind. You got it in the mind.
In mind.
Yeah.
I wish we had some sound there. That would be.
I think it was just Tom Petty wailing away there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
because he was free falling.
That was the joke. You got it. I love it. You got 1 second of that song.
That video definitely needed to have music behind it for sure.
Can we take you to a Name That Tune event before you pass, Dean? I'd love to see you at work.
Here's the problem.
You
I'm only good to a certain year or a certain time. New music, I'm no chance.
But you're listening to the hit station on the Sirius now and then. I think you'd hit the odd Nicki Minaj song.
But not
Tate McRae, doesn't sing country. You'd be fine.
No, I wouldn't be able to pick those early notes though. I to a certain point, I probably would have been okay.
Okay, now we got Matt Kellett in here. Matt's a trainer.
Yeah.
Matt's diagnosed the ladder fall. Torn PCL, MCL, ACL, broken. I don't know what that is.
The cock
lost.
Yeah.
Cock and balls. And lost of teeth.
Not cock and balls. It's the cock. Yeah.
Matt,
PCL,
is this going to be covered by insurance? What are we doing here?
If he's in Canada, he's okay. If you're
you do.
Well, if he's in the US, he's suing the ladder company.
That's right. Yeah.
In fairness, that thing should not come out that easy.
It's true. He's probably suing the concrete company. It's the States. You sue anyone there.
Hey, Matt, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Matty. Pretty good insight there. Thanks for having the show. Okay. I had to watch this a couple times to figure out what was going on. Now, this is not a fish, but it's kind of like from the fish family. You're familiar with eels, right? And Dean, it's not that bad. It's like an underwater snake.
No,
and there's just a little caveat. No. This is an electric eel. So we're probably in the Amazon or something. There it is. They got it in like a little cage. He's not touching it. He's holding it up by the hook.
Yeah, wear all your clothes in there for sure.
Yeah, well, it's hot.
Don't take your shirt off.
Don't touch him because it's an electric.
Good night.
Man down. Yeah, don't touch that for sure.
Good times.
Yeah, they're having a good laugh on that one. Don't touch the electric eel because it's not false advertising. You'll get shocked.
Does it not seem odd that I get it? It's an electric eel. But that's like a superpower, right? Like if a human was able to do that, they would be superhuman.
They'd be in a movie for sure, Rhett. It would be one of those Marvel.
I would be walking around zapping everyone.
You would. You're a Richard. They'd have to incarcerate you. And finally, you were talking.
We need Matt Kellett. What were the injuries sustained on that one, Matt? on that,
whatever 1200 volts is, that's what he got. Jesus. You said you don't think you'd be a good competitive eater, Dean.
No.
People just assume for whatever reason that you would be eating lots.
He's more of a
weird.
And I think it's true because that Joey Chestnut fellow looks a little lean, doesn't he? The hot dog champ. He's not a big boy. Let's have a look. This chap looks skinny. How much can he eat?
Is that Steinberg?
It's Steinberg. He's loading up pregame meal.
Patty's in the hot stove lounge.
Love his necklace.
Some Sprite.
He's got the pasta sauce on the dogs. That's a lot of dogs.
And a full loaf of white bread.
Big loaf. 2 cans of something. And then he's got, it looks like pot stickers or...
He spilled some.
And then a 2-liter pop.
What?
Because they destroyed the dogs. Now he's working his way through the huge extra-sized loaf of white bread. That looks like that dope that came in with the canned ham.
Or something?
Remember that we had that guy in studio did the ham pist? Yeah. And now this is like the noodle soup. This is you're working in radio making 16 grand meal. Yeah.
It's the ramen.
Yeah, they are. Just houses the 2-liter. Goodness. Okay, yeah. And then noodles are ready.
Those look good, actually.
Yeah, I could do the noodles today. And where is this all going? Oh, Patty.
Well, he fast forwarded it all. How do we know he could have just off his plate?
AI?
Could be. I'm just worried about Steinberg. If he's got to do post game and those calls go along. I mean, is he doing it from a toilet? What are we doing here?
Professional puker, that fella.
Oof. That's it, fellas. Another appetizing version of the Pinder Report here on a Thursday.
I'm going to start videoing me eating just to put out.
We could sell tickets to that. Come watch Rhett eat wings.
We're not much smarter than some of these dumb guys in the video.
Not much. No.
To be honest.
You don't have to be much. You just have to be.
Just enough.
Ladder guy, we're smarter than. Electric eel guy, smarter than.
Maybe. It's the Pinder Report brought to you by Village Honda. We've talked about the Accord and the Civic and the CRV. Also, a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models, all budgets. Over 90 units on site. Access to more than 500 more in the dealership group. Make Village Honda your one-stop automotive destination in Calgary. They are worth the trip. Village Honda, located in the Northwest Auto Mall. That's right. One more. I had one more. Where did I put it here? I got it. Now, it's not at this day in history because it happened yesterday, but I saw it yesterday as I was looking at stuff. I feel, because we're looking at Tanev, Lindholm, Hanifin, and all this, and I put myself in this class of people where not super high hopes as to what. Maybe it's because of the Emile Poirier, Morgan Klimchuk. Maybe it's
Maybe it's just you.
I don't know.
Dean wouldn't take a glass half empty approach. Come on now.
Those were I just comparably. When is the last time the Flames have done this sort of a sell-off? That was it, and it was a horrendous failure. Because I believe Monahan was the one pick. That was their own. That was their own pick.
Yeah, that had nothing
really
to do with
anything that they got for Bouwmeester. They got nothing for Kipper, of course, but nothing in the Iginla, the Regeer thing. It was Paul Byron, and then it was Butler.
Kodalik,
nothing, right? It was yesterday. Oh shit, I didn't put down. It was 22nd, whatever year it was, right? Kyle Quincy was traded from Tampa Bay to Detroit. Good top four defenseman, big. I think it was
not great.
He was going back to Detroit. I think he was an original wing, and they were bringing him back. They got a first rounder and Sebastian Piché, so a player and a first.
Kyle Quincy
going back to Tampa Bay. So I mean, is Kyle Quincy is he better than Noah Hanifin? It doesn't really matter. Just get into your mind. So a first and something for a player.
Yep.
It did not work out for J-Bo. It did not work out for Iginla. Tampa Bay took that first round pick. Now, I don't know what Piché did, but they took the first. It ended up being 19th overall. They selected Vasilevsky.
That's worked well. That's
That's a win.
19th overall. It's not a top 10 pick. I don't know how you would have felt about it if you're a Tampa Bay Lightning fan at the time. But think about that.
That is
one pick. I don't know what else they sold off, but one of the picks that they got in the way of trade set them up in net, won them Stanley Cups, continues to be one of the best in the league.
Yeah, he's a superstar. He's
one of draft goalies in the first round. Ryan will tell you, of course.
Well, I mean, you can. It works occasionally.
Point being, you might be able to hit on one that changes your franchise.
So you've said now two names in today's show that were picks 19 or later, which is where these additional firsts are going to show up. At the
Pasternak 25, and
Vasilevsky 19.
19 for Vasilevsky.
So you're talking two superstars. That's good.
It's very good.
Whatever you need to do to get those guys, go do it, Connie, right?
That's right.
And I've said it before, I'll say it again. The Calgary Flames are in a much better position to make better decisions at the draft than they were back in 2013. They just are. Their track record since then is vastly improved.
February 21st of 2012 was when that trade was made for Kyle Quincy, who, was a Red Wing a couple of times.
So I've got the best players by draft slot, 20 to 30. Do you want to hear some names to really inspire some confidence to boost your spirits or no?
Love it. Yeah.
Pick 21, Saku Koivu, Kevin Lowe, Tuukka Rask. You like those guys? Pick 22, Adam Foote, Ilya Samsonov, Brian Boucher, Brian Trottier. It's not bad, 22. Pick 23, Ray Whitney, Scott Hannon, Semyon Varlamov. Not bad. 24, Briere, Sean Burke. Those are good players. 25, Cogliano, Pasternak, Todd Gill, Mark Howe, Cam Ward. I could keep going, but point being, there's still players there.
27?
Okay, 27. Let's go 27. Neuendijk, Mellenby, Gomez, Saric. Yeah, Like that?
Is there any more?
26. Claude Lemieux, David Perron, Shea Theodore.
I think you missed
Jake Ottinger, Corey Schneider. Who was
27th? Is there any other?
I don't know anyone at 27.
He might.
Not Rhett. He didn't go 27, did he? He might have got a 27. Okay. Yeah. Just random names.
Oh my God.
Here's a good one. 28. Justin Williams, Corey Perry, Mike Richter. That's good.
Mike Richter was not a first-round pick.
He was picked 28. So it was the league had less than 28 teams at that point. Yes. Pick 29. Mike Green, Hannu Toivonen, Teppo Numminen, Stefan Richer. 30. Brock Lobster, Ricard Raquel, Ricky Rack, Sandis Ojelinch. It can happen, people. It can happen.
Dare to dream.
Dare to dream.
Dare to dream.
Jacob Markstrom, 31. Mm-hmm.
So to recap, good players are often selected early in the NHL draft.
And
it could be coming to a town near you.
If the GM doesn't mess it up.
Look at this. John LeClaire and Louis Erickson, pick 33. Oh, baby.
My understanding is, now you're not hearing a lot about the Calgary Flames right now, right? You're hearing a little, but there's nothing in the packages or anything. It's for to have two or three of the top trade targets.
Yeah,
it's pretty quiet.
Top 2D.
Elliott throws Tampa. That came out from the agent, right? Well, maybe there's Toronto is maybe. It's very quiet. My understanding is maybe. Now I'm just speaking out my hoop, but I've talked to some people that maybe there's been a bit of a gag order been placed on the Flames general manager.
Gag order?
Because the Flames general manager is just such a nice guy. He maybe can't help himself, but when he starts talking, he can't help himself from telling people stuff. So it's like, we're just not, Talk to Conroy lately? I don't think they're letting him talk to anybody.
Took his phone.
This number is out of service.
Oh, that was always the best. We'd get Conroy in studio, talk to him. It's like, oh, Jesus, we're getting Connie in trouble. Yeah, you guys kind of got me in trouble. Oh, well, you said it. I wasn't prying that deep. You were, gosh, Tree wasn't very happy with it. This is, yeah. So you probably would. Here's on this phone only the phone numbers of the other GMs in the National Hockey League.
Here's the landline.
Give me the other phone.
Yeah,
your wife knows where you are at all times. If anybody needs to get a hold of you and it's an emergency, they have our numbers. We've reached out to everybody. Oh, God. Oh, geez. You know what? I mean, well, New Jersey wants to give us this, and the Islanders are talking about,
Can we ride the Boomer roller coaster a bit? How are you feeling good about these two assets he's going to sell on the blue line? Are you nervous, Nelly? Where are you at? Because it's quite a ride this year. You were beside yourself in November that this was going to be a colossal failure at one point, and you've been very positive at other moments.
Well, you know what? I don't know if it was going to be a colossal failure. It's just it is. It's what do you call it? PTSD.
Yeah.
The Iginla deal was such a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Well, we're trading him to Boston. And the thing is, that deal wouldn't have been any better.
Yeah. Koklachev was not
Koklachev and Weidman or whatever it was. It's like that deal, even that deal. So you knew two deals.
Bartkowski, that's what it was.
Bartkowski, thank you. And a first. So you had two deals and you were picking, and the one that you really wanted
that one was
no better than the one that you had to settle for. And then J-Bo, well, what are you going to get? It's going to be a first round. It's a couple of college guys and a first, and just whatever. Don't
Mark Kandari, Rito Berra, and a first. Let's go.
So yeah, it's if you've followed this franchise, you're in this fan base. It's a little hard to get all.
Yeah, there's been some really good ones though. Like I think the Chris Russell deal netted you a Shillington or a Anderson. I'm trying to remember which one. Sven Berchi getting swapped out was a second rounder. That turned into the other Swedish defenseman. Dylan Dubé was a pick they added in trade. Like they've done well. You just remember the bad ones because that's how you look at
but these are blockbuster deals, right?
Yeah.
Trading Sven Berchi for whoever the hell. I mean,
home run.
They
Complete
worked
home
out.
run.
What's a home run?
That deal. The Sven Berchi deal. That's what I'm saying. I get that it's not as big of a player moving, but I'm saying like that's a deal where they went and got a pick and it was a slam dunk. It was like, wow, what an amazing deal.
Slam dunk is getting Vasilevsky for Kyle Quincy.
So Shillington, the last pick of the second round. You don't think that
fine.
was a
It's not a slam dunk.
Not a slam dunk.
It's a good deal. You won the trade. It's a good deal,
Rasmus
but it's
Anderson,
not franchise altering.
Well,
Jerome McGinley for Joe Nieuwendyk. Slam dunk, franchise altering.
I would even interrupt you there and say that's not a slam dunk because the player you gave up was so good.
Right.
And McGinley, he was much less of a proven commodity at the time of the trade. That had a lot of risk.
If you can't control and those things, it was out of their control. We have to trade to Joe Nieuwendyk. He is a great player, but here we are. So you make the best of what you've got.
They didn't have to.
Well, they should have done it 2 years.
Oh, well, for sure. Yeah, don't trade Gilmore, and there's a lot of things they could have not done.
Well, and Theo, they were put in a tough spot, and they got Regeer out of it. That's a hell of a deal. I like that. But yeah, there's been some major swings and misses for sure. I just think like Jay Feaster hasn't worked in the league since. There's probably a reason why.
Why do you hate Jay Feaster?
Love Jay, nice guy, but I mean, if he was one of the top 30 people in the world at the job, he'd get it again. He wasn't.
Maybe he doesn't want it. Maybe he's got lots of money. He just wants to spend time with his family.
He's cut ribbons,
super smart.
Rink openings in Tampa Bay instead.
Less
Point being, it was not a well-run team back then. It just wasn't.
What it comes down to, I guess, it just feels like this offseason, this moment, this shining moment could shape the team for the next 10 to 15 years.
Can I follow that up? Yes, but we envision it being with 3 picks in the first round and all of them being impactful. It won't be, because what we've just shown through the history of all the teams and draft, there's going to be hits and misses, and then you're going to find something somewhere else. Johnny Gaudreau in the 4th round.
Yep, Adam Fox in the 3rd.
Like those are right. It's not going to be Boston didn't do it with the 3 picks they had, and it's going to be randomness to it because
it's the draft.
Yeah.
The other thing is, like, let's not ignore all the deals Connie's made since he took over. A lot of them include good young players in their mid-20s. It's not just futures.
Do more of that.
Well,
Sharon Govich, Kuzmenko.
It's been 2 trades, but yes.
Well, 3. The Zadorov, but yeah, that was just picks.
Do more of that, though.
But I mean, you can see there's not just this, we'll take as many lottery tickets as we can. There's also like, no, we also like good young players that we think could thrive in our depth chart better than someone else's.
Hey, if you want to trade Tanev and get a Philip Forsberg back,
yes, please,
who's already been drafted.
Oh, you know what it is? It's Logan Stankoven in Dallas. What do the Flames have to give them? Which D do you want? We'll throw some other pieces in. Give us Stankoven, please.
And I know, and this is not recently, but going back to last offseason, that's very much in Conroy's headspace. So everybody's talking picks. It doesn't have to be picks. There's players that we like that have been drafted in the last year or 2 on other teams.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times those teams, like, yeah, he's a great player, but we have depth at that position or depth on that, whatever it is, on the wing or whatever. Fine. We'll take him because he's a very good player and he's a year closer to playing and there's a year more of development and probably you're a little easier to be accurate on what the player is.
100%. Yeah, I think in a perfect world, a Hanifin package includes both a young player and a high pick.
So what do you want first for Tanev? If it's a second, is there now disappointment seeping in?
No, it'll be a second plus. That sounds like all the insiders are saying that. So what depends what the plus is. I mean, to your point, if it's a guy that was drafted 2 years ago, they're really high on, great. That plus a second, yeah. I saw Ty Delandria's name floated out in Dallas. I don't know what he is, but he was picked 13th overall a couple of years ago. Not a lot of offense there. Would you be happy with a bottom 6 centerman that's a right shot and a second? Or is that like, I'd rather have a late first that I can swing with and maybe I miss, but if I hit, it could be something better than a bottom 6 center.
That's what I would be shooting for, right?
That's probably why that deal's not done, right? Like
I'm going for upper deck shots. Yeah. Ty Delandria can play in the National Hockey League. And look, we talked about Verhaeghe yesterday. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'd probably say, I'll take a chance that the draft pick that I get instead of that player, maybe it's a Pasternak at 25.
Yeah, be unreal. And it's like, to me, it's a guy like Stankoven. Could you pry him away, or is Dallas covet the next decade with him too much?
What's Dallas doing?
They're great.
No?
I mean, they need a D. They need a D. If you look, Harley's having an incredible year.
Yeah.
You've got Suter's playing top 4 minutes. If you slid Hanifin on the left side of that second pair or Tanev on the right side of that second pair, they're much better. They need a D, and they've got all their first rounders the next 3 years and a great prospect system given how late they've picked lately. Stankoven is the best player in the American League as a 21-year-old. As a 20-year-old, like he it's not close.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a guy that came up and made, I think, his NHL debut against the Rangers this week. Could you pry that guy out of there, or is he now past the point of Dallas trading him where they got the whiteboard with his name on it for the next decade? I don't know. Maybe a Hanifin with an extension, and you throw in some other pieces. You retain salary the rest of this year. I don't know. That's what they need, is guys that are just coming into full-time NHL star status. You're like 70 points and yay.
Yeah. Pavelski's going to stop playing at some point.
Yeah, it's again and Ben are winding down, but they're depth guys now. They don't need them to be great. Go be third liners. This is Hintz and Robertson and Heiskanen and Ottinger's team. Yeah, Wyatt. Yeah.
Wyatt.
What?
Hey, Wyatt. You watch that show?
Which one's that?
Ozark?
Yeah.
Good show.
Great actors.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking partway through? I think we were talking with Casey. I was thinking we need to get Rhett riled up today or something.
Okay.
So that he can go viral, like to have some kind of a hot take or get, fist pounding on it. So it's boom. Here's the clip of the day. And he'll be wearing shoulder pads. And it'll be like, what the fuck is this guy wearing?
Oh,
I like what this guy's saying. I mean, he's controversial. I don't know why he's wearing hockey gear inside, but
I'm always ready to play, Dean.
Is that right?
I'm always into it.
Set him up.
How are we going to get him to go viral? You got any ideas here?
I don't know.
I feel like it might be a food take or something.
I'm going to go look for something to get me viral. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, go.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah, he's going to.
I'll read a liner. Bonton Meats, the original Bonton Meat Market, opened its doors in 1921. All they've done then is provide the best stuff forever.
Okay.
Just the best stuff.
Since then, since 1921.
You kind of sit there and you pick up when you're in a grocery store. You kind of, is it supposed to have that kind of coloring to it, or is it supposed to have? It's kind of some white there, right? Is white good? Because in some cases, white is good, and then other times it's like you don't want that there. You walk into Bonton Meats, it is the highest quality product. You don't think twice. You just know that what you are going to get is delicious and the very best across the board. AAA Alberta beef, free-range poultry, grain-fed Alberta lamb, milk-fed veal, fresh Alberta pork. And once again, Bonton voted Calgary Consumer Choice Award winner for Best Deli Meat Market. 28 Crowfoot Circle Northwest, and online, bontonmeatmarket.com. Where do you suppose he went?
Well, he's getting ready for Ask Rhett, so he's clearly just, whatever sort of exercise he does to limber up his mind. I know he was seeing some sort of a brain doctor about neuroplasticity in Cincinnati, so I'm sure he's got some weird brain exercises now. Maybe he's doing a Puckdoko. Who knows? I feel like we should do one on the show. They're tons of fun. Not now, once the season ends.
It will not. It will not be is good entertainment.
No, between the three of us, we'll drill it. I have no doubts.
I'm good at the. So did he play? So when did he? What about who was the guy? What's the name of the Who? And it'll just be watching three old guys with the brain firing once every 90 seconds.
It's a CTE ESPN program. That's what it would be.
Yeah. It shouldn't be on this show.
Okay.
It could be, maybe it's the post show where we just sit around. There's no sponsors and it's just,
are we going to do a post show? I feel like that'd be a hit.
Yeah, it'd be great. because that's what I want to do is more of this.
Not you. You'd be off it. It's like Howard. The other people come in and talk about Howard after.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yes,
Howard.
obviously.
The man is back.
Is he back?
He's back.
He's back. Tiger's
He's
back.
back. Time for Ask Rhett.
Oh.
A presentation of Bonton Meats. Let's go in here. What do we got? Come on. Oh, for fuck.
What's going on, buddy?
Computer having a are we having a meltdown here, or what are we
Do we need to go live to the construction cam, Dean? Because we can do that.
No, we're good.
Moment. You need to buy time? Okay, good. It's really good right now. Actually, I've got the preview of it.
All right, here we go. Hey, Rhett. This is from Tomas. Tomas wants to know. It's Tom. The baseball team I coach is going to Florida for spring break. We're staying the first half of the week in Daytona Beach, the second half in Boca Raton. I am in charge of getting the food for the team. Do you have restaurant suggestions for either location? The Whale's Rib is already on the list for when we're in Boca. We will likely have an off day in Boca. Any suggestions for what the coaches should do while we're in Boca? It's a lot there.
A lot of Boca.
This is Calgarian, I'm guessing.
Looks like it.
It has been a long. Well, I was in Boca recently, but I have not lived in Boca. You should go to Houston's. It's not really in Boca, but it's worth going to. Shooters on the Intercoastal, Houston's on the Intercoastal, Whale's Rib and Beach. It's kind of like a Vegas thing. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Really, like there'll be lots of action on the beach. The problem is going to be right now, all of the population of Florida has skyrocketed since COVID, and it is now peak
traffic,
snowbird season.
Oh,
you are going to go blocks in hours.
Is it really that bad?
Awful.
Because I've seen this pop up on social media. Some people, it's warm where you're from, snowbirds. You can go home now. It's not cold and you can leave. And I've seen that more than on a number of occasions.
It's no joke, man. I'm telling you, you drive that A1A is the Intercoastal Highway, you're right on the beach. You're not moving. Like it's no joke. Like if you're going to do the drive, it's basically a leisurely. We're not trying to get anywhere drive. It's just we're going to put the top down.
Well, yeah,
drive down the beach and just like. But if you're trying to get somewhere, you're hooped. You're absolutely sewered.
So when we're talking about Boca, is this inland a bit, or is it on the water? Like you can't just walk to the beach, and you need a car to get around. It's Florida. It's America.
Yeah, well, depending on where you are, but Boca goes. I don't even know if technically Boca goes all the way to the beach. I believe it does from the beach and then west.
Is it Boca Raton or Boca Raton? I thought it was Boca Raton. That's all I'd ever heard, and then Boca Raton. Because didn't you piss off what's his name? Called him old. Shannon Sharp?
We had Chris Carter on.
Chris Carter, that's who it was.
The Vikings touchdown machine prior to Randy Moss, and I like it. It's not old.
You're kind of old to be living in Boca, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a little old. What's going on?
Living in Boca.
It's not old. I like it. Rhett's really piped down in interviews since then, Dean. I think that really hurt his confidence.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Is that what it is? Is that why you're reluctant to get involved?
Shell shock. Shell shock. PTSD, like you said.
Yeah. Here's one in the chat from Zach. Hey, Rhett, have you ever been to the Bears Den in Gronlid, Saskatchewan?
That is Mrs. Regier's territory, old Gronlid, Saskatchewan. I have not been to that part of Saskatchewan, but I bet you old Reggie has.
I'll text him. So where is Gronlid?
Is this near the Bear Claw Inn and Casino?
Gronlid, it's east of PA, I believe.
Oh. Well, that's not too far from
Nipwinish. I'm guessing. I've not been.
Yeah, Reggie's summer place is close to there.
Yeah.
You ever think about that, Retro?
What?
Having your summers in Sask?
I think about it a lot because my folks still got the place. What you do need to recall, like, so my brother goes to a place called Kookanoos in BC. You go out there, smoking hot, beautiful, gorgeous,
sunny every day.
No mosquitoes. Wasps can be an issue part of the year, but like you're not swatting flies and mosquitoes and black flies and horse flies. You go to Saskatchewan, nicest day of the year, and you're sitting outside, and it can be ruined by bugs. That's my one knock on the old Northern Sask.
Until you found dry, arid valleys in BC, you thought you had it made in Northern Saskatchewan.
100%. I used to tell my buddies they're idiots for buying in Kelowna.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? How much money you got to spend for a place in the water in Kelowna? Look at me.
Yeah. And you go out for 10 days.
I don't know why everybody I know has bought a place out there. It's terrible. Maybe not. From Ken.
They don't have mosquitoes? No mosquitoes there?
What would you rather have? Chicken soup, beef stew, or a chowder?
Oh, dude, Ken, come on.
Trick question, Ken.
Yeah. I can't choose.
Now, what's the order?
They're all for different vibes, right?
If you're going triple header, what do you to go first? You going thin to thick?
Beef stew is not soup to me. That's a meal. That's a hearty, on your bones kind of thing.
It's true.
Soup, chowder, stew,
and even chowder. I feel like it's kind of weather dependent. It's a heavier. You're buying a ticket. You're sitting in for a bit.
Yeah.
All
it's
great.
Staying with you.
I wouldn't rather have either. And there's a different quality to each. If my mom's making the beef stew, I want the beef stew. She does a wonderful job. Wonderful. Here's my thing. This beef stew myth, I don't want no runny shit. Like most beef stews are almost soupish with my mama. She thickens that broth up almost like a gravy. Good.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Now as I'm sure you've been saying things, but my brain, I can only do it's one lane highway. Stacy wants to know, did you ever figure out if you played with Rick Walmsley? It wasn't Rick Walmsley. Who was it? It was
Ken Reggett?
No, he was in Winnipeg.
The old Essenza. Bob.
Bob Essenza. Right. I was gonna say he was in Winnipeg, and then he was So did you
Yes, I did.
Did you?
Really?
Yeah, Buffalo. Dougie Gilmore, Andrew Chuck, Bob Essenza. Yeah.
Was he in the Kipper backup territory where it was like Hasek's going to get 70 and
honest to God,
this month?
Yeah. Baron, you're the shits, so we can't bring you up yet. Bob, you're in.
Another question here. Rhett, have you ever played with Rick Walmsley?
Love Wammer and I.
Wammer.
The Wammer bomber.
Yeah. Rhett, would you like to replace Mark Savard and run the power play?
No. I'd be too stressed.
He's got wow, he's got it's a good avatar like that. Anyway. It's our boy, Tyler.
Is it?
Yes. Great rapper.
Another one here. This one's coming off. I'll go back to the emails. Here.
I want to replace a Ginla and have that bullshit title. That's
the special advisor to the GM.
Yeah, I want to just be able to phone him up and lambaste management for a while, and then hang up the phone. What the hell are you guys singing? You shouldn't do that. You gotta do this. Hang on.
Put them on speakerphone, mute their mics, walk out for coffee, let Rhett rant for 5 minutes, come back in. Okay, Rhett, we got to wrap this up. We got meetings.
This is from Brad. Hey, Rhett, why don't you guys buy Boom some eye surgery? I used to be a double glasses guy, got the surgery, not just LASIK, refractive lens exchange surgery, life-changing.
Dean, what's the status?
Is that what you need?
I have no idea. I'm not going back ever again.
Well, not to that asshole. You got to go to a different eye place.
Dean has a major issue with the eye doctors.
Is it a phobia around it as well now? I feel like
it's not a phobia. It's just that I went to get it fixed, and it's worse than ever. So,
wasn't that the laser beams they're shooting in your eyes?
The guy we went and saw with the kids here over the last couple of days said one of my kids, when he gets under a high pressure, high stress situation, his left eye, his brain shuts it off.
His brain turns off his eye.
His left eye.
When he's under stress.
It's like Depot's guinea pig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Squinty.
Winky.
Winky.
Start calling him Winky. I'm sure he'd appreciate that. Just make sure lots of his buddies are around. Rhett, what is your death row meal?
Oh, dear.
So I guess that's, you're going to the chair or whatever. What is your last meal? And you will, I'm sure, for something at some point.
For stealing money on the show?
Not paying debts.
That's not a capital offense.
I'll go to Mercado.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a staple.
That steak. I'll have the tag. I'll have the bruschetta, and I'll go get zapped.
You want the injection or you want the chair? What's your move here?
They're bringing back the firing squad down here.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
You filming that? They can get some ratings on that.
Down here, like just in the U.S. or
I think it was the Carolinas have decided that
nice.
These chairs, they kind of malfunction and people are melting. We're gonna find a better way.
Well, if the darts don't kill you, the firing squad will. That's a tough way to go, I think.
That'd be quick. You
guys,
get a
please.
sniper. You just blink, you're gone.
How good are these guys with their?
Yeah, I'd want a professional, Dean. I wouldn't.
Are they
want
really
some
good?
asshat.
Like, how's their aim?
I don't want a shotgun. I
God
want some.
Damn it!
My hip. Guys, up here.
Yeah,
up
you
here.
winged me.
Shin.
You winged me.
Ow! I'm really bleeding
And speaking of getting shot, I'm watching Band of Brothers again. Oh my god!
Yeah.
I got a good one for you, Rhett, with this. I just finished last night. It's called Dope Sick. It's about the opioid crisis in the States and the FDA and the government and big pharma. You'd be all over that one.
I've already watched it.
It's a good one.
All right, where are we here? I need to go. I need to go back here for just a second. Hey, Rhett, have you been to the Bears Den in Gronland, Saskatchewan? Voted best small town bar in Saskatchewan. You said that's in Robin Regeer's territory.
Mm-hmm.
So I reached out to Reg. I said, we have a question about the Bears Den bar in Gronland. Ever been? Regeer responds, oh, yeah. A person has a very important decision to make in the men's washroom. So I don't know what that means, but maybe that's why it's voted the best in Saskatchewan, perhaps.
Important decision.
Hello, Bears Den. Here we come.
All right, you've got my attention.
This is from some guy named Mandeep.
Deeper.
Rhetster, do you like East Indian food?
Okay, stop. Okay, read it. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Rhetster, do you like East Indian food? If so, what meal? I'm going to get my mom to make something mean next time you're in town. Can you handle the spice?
Oh.
I get intimidated by the spice. I love the spice. I gotta set myself up for the spice because it'll put me off kilter for a day or two. Love East Indian food. So I'm a bit of a whack job. I listened to this audiobook about this real smart bastard and how he tries to manage his time and his days, and he likes authentic Indian food. And he's like, I don't want to order it from restaurants. I want to know the ingredients are good. So he went out and paid the person he put an ad out there, had 5 people apply. I want you to just make me homemade, real good quality stuff. Mandeep, if that's your mom, I'm going to be stopping by the house once a week. Love it. So good.
That's all we had to do to get Rhett back to town. You never thought of it, Dean. Good Indian food.
Well, there you go. Mandeep, bringing people together.
So medium spice, Rhett, do you play it safe? Because the hot
I would
for Indian food is off the charts.
Yeah, that's what I get fearful of. Like, and the problem is I'm like Pinder. I like it hot.
Yes.
There's
just pain that
like
comes
my
with it.
hangovers now. They really influence my decision. My next day performance is influenced, right? My ability to ingest the spice.
That's why you got to be a fun guy. You beat the hangovers.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, in theory. So you're up at 3 a.m. drinking all night, and the hangovers are still there.
Got it. Didn't know we were going to end up there.
Thanks, man. Deep. I love it. Yeah.
He's back next week, Deeper. Let's go.
That's Bonton Meats bringing you Ask Rhett every week on the show. Get your questions in. You can email them through at askrhett@flamesnation.ca. And a big thanks to our buddy Greg Keller, still very much on the Sam Bennett fan
Right.
base.
Yeah. 4 points the other night.
We had Noodles on talking about because Ottawa had played Florida the night before, and I think you had brought up about how there it is. He's like, did Jamie McClellan, did Noodles just say that Sam Bennett's a big part, like a good part of that team? Like, just please, Greg, God Almighty,
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, he'd be probably somewhere between the 6th to 10th most important player on that team. Yeah.
Okay, so you're in trouble. What's happening? You're getting a phone call.
You just
got to be in regards to the Kippersoft thing or something I've just said, but I don't think I've said anything.
You haven't said anything.
No, it's got to be Kipper. Yeah.
Trust me. You've
I
said
just said I wanted a Ginla's job. Maybe.
That's right. He's offering. Look at this. We're gonna miss you, Rhett. That's too bad. Good luck.
Or maybe
T's and P's.
Or maybe he's lifting the cone of silence from Conroy.
Oh,
he wants to let us in first.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what it is.
That works, right?
Or he's pissed off that we said that there's a gag order on the GM when there is not.
I didn't say that. You did.
Yeah, you didn't.
Fucking Pinder about that.
Let's do our Betway bets. We need to show you things are looking, because we haven't been complaining, but we've been bringing to light that there's been some construction outside the studio in the area where our studio is.
Yeah.
But it's, you know what? Short-term pain for long-term gain. When it's done, it looks great.
It's going to be awesome when it's done. It's going to be Beverly Hills, I was told.
Well, it's basically, so this is...
that's right outside our door.
So
there.
Almost done.
Well, so we're one city block. They had two crews. One started at the east end, one started at the west. They're converging right on our front door from both sides. This is inescapable. And we got some dudes with some pokey things and vacuum trucks and spraying stuff down and sucking out rocks. It's
there's
a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they would be below ground level. Like
they might be poking down below ground level. I think their feet are where the sidewalk is. But yeah, that big piece of machinery, that's way down there. That nozzle for the vacuum truck.
So I mean, it looks great.
Sounds great in here too. I know these mics aren't picking it up, but it's there's a hum.
Nice.
No.
Let's do the Betway bets. We'll get into it. Had a heck of a day yesterday. Try and keep things rolling.
Bobby McMahon, Dino.
Hey, Bobby McMahon. And if I'd have gone first goal scorer, I just had any time.
Plus $1 billion.
I'd be in Boca with the old farts, with the blue hairs driving
about traffic.
Driving 40 on the freeway.
God. Well, no, you've made it when you're not in Calgary bitching about traffic in some warm weather climate. Then we'll know you'll have made it, Dean.
I'll be dead first. Betway bets. Boston is in Calgary. Combo bet here. It's with the pre-made bet. Total goals for the game over 6.5 and 1 point for Pasta.
You like the hover?
Taking the hover. What was there? 11 last night in Edmonton. Let's go.
Yeah. They go from Swayman to Ullmark. I imagine it's Markstrom here.
It is Markstrom.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Over 6.5 and a past the point, plus 125. And then it's Florida on their heater in Carolina for, 6 in a row for the Panteros.
Yep.
Carolina's won 3 in a row. This could be just all things being equal. Hell of a hockey game.
Eastern Conference final preview.
Florida money line, just a Florida win is plus money, plus 100. I'll take the Panteros plus 100, please. Those are my bets.
Man, I don't want that. Florida at even money. I'm on the Boston Calgary here as well because Menko scored his first as a Flame in Boston. He's going to do that again tonight, plus 250. That's a big number for him. He's also got Pseudo benched last time out. I'm looking for the bounce back from the man Rhett calls Kuzmenkov. Also, Connor Zary scored against Boston when they met. He's been great of late. Plus 250 for a bingo. One of those two guys hit. I'm way up. Let's go.
Have you guys noticed that since we stopped calling him Kuzmenkov, he hasn't been as good? I think
we just called him it, so he's back tonight. That's why I got him on the goal.
Get the Betway app on your phone, on your tablet, on your desktop. However you got to do it, you just got to do it. Betway, the official gaming partner of us here at Barnburner and Afterburner. That's right. Afterburner tonight with Cammy and Retro.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what the Betway highlight of the night will be?
I might be doing boomers.
Please don't. No, because Cammy is the pospasol to Rhett's cadre. Anytime he does Afterburner with her, he's Blabbermouth McGee. It's beautiful.
Just watching TV. I'm not even asleep. What? Huh? DoorDash. We'll do some DoorDash.
Good slate tonight. Really good.
That's right. 10 non-flame games. 11
non-Flames games.
Is that what we ended up deciding? Because I believe there are 11 games tonight in the end.
Yeah, I did count. Yeah.
But maybe you're going to some bar to watch soccer. So it's up to you. DoorDash. Get the DoorDash app. Ordering's easy. You choose what you want from wherever you want, whenever you want. It shows up right outside your door. Double Dash. What's that? You can order from multiple restaurants or stores in the same delivery without additional delivery fees. Ooh, mama. Love it. And for a limited time, our listeners and viewers get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you enter promo code NATION25, NATION25 to trigger that deal. Why wouldn't you? What's on the menu for DoorDash tonight?
We got 4 serious heaters on the go here, and we're going to feature all 4 in this platter of excellent hockey, Rhett. We're going to start with the Rangers and Devils. Big rivalry here. Devils trying to get in. They're the 9th team in the East, meaning they got to get up into a wild card. Rangers have won 8 in a row, Dean. Shesterkin's back. He's back. And that team looks ready for the postseason. They didn't go try to rebuild the 2016 All-Star team yet this year with Tarasenko and Kane. That didn't work last year, right? We acknowledge that?
Yeah.
Weird. Guys, 8 years past prime. The next one, that's 5 o'clock start. Also at 5, second screen for you, Rhett. Panteros and Canes. Dino's got this on his Betway bets. Panthers have won 6 in a row. Other heaters out west, Toronto will play their second in as many nights. They walloped the Yotes last night. They've won 5 in a row. Morgan Riley returns. They're up against Vegas, who's missing Mark Stone. Oh, he's out for a bit. Yeah. Probably just going to get some more cap space than another guy.
Money.
Well, and they're already without old, what's his name, right?
Eichel. He's out for a bit. Theodore just came back.
Yes, he did.
So they got
Wild
LTIR
Bill.
cap space for ages. Is Wild Bill out too?
He just came back. He was out.
Okay.
So he's back.
So Toronto's 5-game heater goes on the line there. That's at 8. And at 8:30, your nightcap retro, the Preds are in LA, where since they got absolutely shellacked by the Sabres, the Kings have won 4 in a row. Pierre-Luc Dubois starting to heat up at 2 the other night. Quentin Byfield emerging as a star. Getting some saves as well. Brant Clark with the OT winner the other night out east. Kings are looking good. Can they stretch their winning streak to 5? That is the platter on the menu.
Very nice. DoorDash, get that app. Get that deal. 25% off your first order of 15 or more with promo code NATION25. Dash that for the win with DoorDash.
What are you ordering that? What's that?
Just quick.
Food.
Might go soup and stew and chowder. Although that might put me to sleep.
It might, yeah.
Do that early so that you're out of your slumber by the time Cammy needs to start Afterburner.
Remember soup and stew? That was the big thing that they had in Edmonton when it was going to be Soupy Campbell and Stuart Skinner. Soup and stew.
Yeah, they got soup in Bakersfield. I know that.
Yeah, a lot of soup in Bakersfield.
Regional
Not a lot of
delicacy.
soup in Edmonton.
No.
Yeah. Do you think the what was it, the 6th spot is going to put a little bit of a dent into the confidence level with the Oiler fans?
You know what? The end of that winning streak, they weren't playing that great. Like Columbus gave them fits. Some bad teams were giving them fits. They just kept scoring in the third. The goalie has not been great for the last week. I was looking at the game log. He's 3 or more his last 5 starts.
Yeah.
Connor Hellebuck went months without doing that. Anyway.
Connor Hellebuck got lit up by the Flames on the weekend, so.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Say hi to the Origin boys.
Will do. Yep. Sterling and Mark. We'll chit chat with them. Might have to sample some product, make sure everything's still on the up and up.
Please don't high kick or anything in the restaurant. Please don't embarrass.
No, it's early for that.
Partners in front of anybody, please.
Yeah, no. If you can wear your sunglasses, it's too early to high kick. That's all I know.
Is that how it is? Well, I don't know about that because I wear them all the time. What's on your cooker there today, Retro?
We got practice here in 18 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, I got another practice, and I got the game, and I got the Afterburner. So
Attaboy.
full slate.
Just crushing it. What kind of drills are we doing today? What do you got on the chalkboard?
Well, I think we're gonna have to have a bit of a bagger.
Oh no!
Yes, on the weekend. I keep telling the boys, you got to be able to skate. You got to have conditioning. It's a big piece of the puzzle.
Have you done a no pucker yet? Guys, get out there, no pucks.
I called them stupid, but I never did a no pucker. Yeah.
Can't let these guys get fat and sassy like Georgie Sweetland. They got to know they got to work. They got to sweat to win.
Georgie's just pounding beers right now. He just texted me his kid's
He's
faking.
in the parking lot, just hammered.
Kid's faking an injury, so he doesn't have to drive. So he's just pumped.
Yeah, that a guy.
I'm gonna need you to drive. Are you still okay to drive? I know it's 2 p.m., but I'm right on.
I'm done. I can't drive now.
Yeah, I'm shit faced. All right, guys. Before we go, tomorrow we'll go inside the Great Clips inbox. Ask Rhett. It ends up being a lot of food. Look, we can't. Not here to judge.
Well, and look, there's a lot. It doesn't have to be a question. It can be comment on the show. We were talking about clips from the old show. Is there something down memory lane that you want to bring up? That's fine with us. What can you do to contribute to the show? Go to the Great Clip inbox. Let us know.
Well, we do kind of poo-poo the hockey questions when they come on Ask Rhett. Here, the door's wide open. Whatever you want to do. It's the Great Clips inbox. And, of course, Great Clips, world's largest hair salon brand.
What?
Official hair salon of the National Hockey League. Open 7 days a week. Every salon, locally owned and operated. Your time is valuable. You get the Great Clips check-in app. You get to see what the wait times are in the different locations. Oh, this one's not too bad. This one's here. Maybe you get the ready next text alert. It'll, hey, buddy, 15 minutes until your appointment. You best get on it. And that's technology working for you.
I like that.
Great Clips inbox at flamesnation.ca is the email address. Fire them through. That'll be on the show tomorrow. Great Clips. It's going to be great. And we'll probably talk about this Bruins matchup from tonight. Flames and Bruins. Probably get into it a little bit. No Darren Dreger tomorrow.
No Dregs?
Circumstances. We'll be Dreger free tomorrow, unfortunately, but we'll have him back.
He's got to break that big Hanifin deal, right?
That's
Funker said he'd come in. Funker's skiing
Thank
in
God.
Austria right now. He said to say hi. He's ready to step in whenever you need him.
How pissed is he that 8 p.m. there? He's deep in the bag.
Après ski.
Yes.
Yes.
Legendary après ski out there. Now, Dino, is there anything we could do to win $1 million before the summer? Because I've got grand plans for the summer, and I'm just a little more cash I could get there. Any ideas at all?
I'm glad you brought it up. I thought you weren't gonna.
No, because you want to. Boy, you travel these days. Things are expensive, Rhett. Even in Florida, a little extra money could help.
See, I kind of thought you forgot about it, to be honest. Kind of thought you forgot about it.
Well, what do you mean?
I don't want him in on it because it might ruin my chance.
But I got it right here. I can't believe you brought it up.
Okay. What was that?
Can't believe you brought it up because I got it right here. 3 words. Service Credit Union.
Bam.
The Service Big Share is back for the 6th year, and your chance to win $1 million just by saving money. Anyone can enter by becoming a member and saving with Service. Every $500 saved gives you 5 entries into the Service Big Share contest. Transfer your existing savings to Service for your chances to win $1 million.
Ooh. Contest
ends April 30th, 2024. Skill test required. For rules, visit service.ca/win. That is service, SERVUS.ca/win.
$1 million.
Million.
Oh,
I'd take it.
Yeah.
I
know what you'd do.
Or you want to spread out?
Boom would have like 8 classic cars in some garage outside of the city that he'd want to go tinker on, but end up not knowing how to tinker on.
Would you like to spread it out? I figure I've got 18, 19 hours left. I'm going to take it right now. I just fire through. Can you just slide that right in? You know, some kind of E thing or whatever. Just put it right in there. That'd be great. That'd be great. Have a fantastic rest of your Thursday. Enjoy the match tonight. Cammy and Retro with Afterburner. We're back with the Friday edition, breaking it down right here on the YouTubes and in your ear holes. We appreciate you. Be good to each other. Rhett, have a good one,
practice, bud. Have a good skate.
I'm going to skate with them.
Watch those shoulders.
Dress code tomorrow, boys. Dress code tomorrow.
See you, buddies.